Bitches! It's fucking time again for dumpster talk. Bitch, I'm bum number one, and this is BYTE. You all can lick my balls.
All at the same time.
Every
That'd
one of
be
you.
quite a sensation.
5,000 tongues, one for every pube that I have. Yes, it is fucking, it's a bush down there. Welcome
You're
back
rocking
to
the 70s
Dumpster Talk.
vibe.
The bush? Yeah. I never
The
trimmed that
70s
shit.
vibe, yeah. That's like all porno in the 70s. They all have giant bushes, right?
Like, yeah, like Edward Scissorhands could like trim it up and make it look like a fucking lion, like opening its mouth or something, and then my dick's just coming out of it, or like an
I mean, there's
elephant.
got to be a porn version of that game where that happens. I mean, of that movie
Of
where
that
that
movie,
happens.
yeah. Except for during that porn version, Edward Scissor dick or hands accidentally cuts the dick off. Just, oh, my bad. And it just flops down on the ground, and then they throw it onto the WNBA basketball court. The severed penis. To one up the fucking crypto promotion that they're doing. They're gonna go from dildos to like severed penises.
Both their voices are very low, but that's the only time I'm going to mention this. I was just doing I was cross-referencing it with other streams while you were talking.
Ugh, you're so obsessed, seriously. I don't I don't know what to say.
All right, it's fine.
I really don't. All right. I've got it at the perfect setting. If they're all peaking, it's not my problem. So people can turn their volume up. At least it's all balanced this time. Let's fucking get started. AOL, do you remember this?
Wait, Cozy Co said that he had to watch an ad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You need to
gotta stop
subscribe,
everything.
bitch. You gotta sub. If you sub, then you don't have to watch ads. Or you get an ad blocker. I totally approve if you get an ad blocker. You gotta get one that Twitch can actually not recognize. They're getting better at detecting those things at this point. Right now, it's basically a bunch of fucking vibe coders. There's a guy that's like, all right, AI, make me an ad blocker that they can't detect. And then they do it and they release it. And then the next day, the fucking CBS News people are like, make me a ad blocker detector that can detect the new ad blocker. And they do this every fucking other day. And yep, we got these CDs. We got these CDs in the mail. I used to like use them for nefarious things because I never wanted to actually put them in my computer. But AOL is done for.
What
it is
nefarious things?
They're dial-up
using it to
service.
murder people?
No, like as a coaster, like to like
It's not nefarious. It's
like to build a gravity bong with, like stuff like that. That's nefarious. Making a gravity bong with it's nefarious. But there's other
With
things I've done with it
CDs?
too. I've thrown them at people. Like I've melted them and things. I've done all kinds of crazy shit with them because I used to get like one a month. They would come in, like I had an apartment and they'd just be in my fucking post box thing at the front thing. I would bring them back and do dumb shit with them every time.
Do you think they ever had people show up at their headquarters and say, hey, you guys sent this to me, I don't need it, and it's one of their free trial CDs? They just put it on their reception's desks. Like, here's the CDs, I don't need these. You can send them to other people, and it's like a stack of like 100 of them that he got mailed.
Well, I don't think they would send scratched discs or compromised discs to other people. That's the thing. And they were always in those
Why would it be
stupid
scratched?
cardboard sleeves.
What about what I said it would be scratched?
I don't know. I mean, if you have to take it out of the package and all that and repackage it and shit, I would imagine that would.
Why would I repackage it? I'm just taking it back
because
to AOL.
the address was always printed on the little sleeve thing of the person who received it. It wasn't like a sticker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They would print your address on the fucking things and send it to you. They didn't send it in an envelope. It wasn't having postage on it the same way that normal stuff does. It was a prepaid disc or disc holder thing that they printed the addresses on. And sometimes they didn't even have an address on it. Sometimes they would just like put it in every mailbox and not even have one. Like those stupid flyers that they have for J.C. Penney's or whatever back in the day. I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying they could have
that
had
say
a campaign to
resident.
have people bring back the CDs to the headquarters so they could ship it off to other people.
Well, what I think we need to do is start a petition at the EU, like the Stop Killing Games petition, to bring back dial-up because it's gone. It's gone as of today. It's not. It's no longer a thing. So if you want to use one of
It's
your
not true.
2400 baud modems, it's not. When is it gone?
People still have dial-up.
Not for AOL. They discontinued it.
Probably not for AOL, but it still exists.
Yes, it exists, but if you were subscribed with your 2400 baud modem and your fucking landline to AOL, until now you were able to still use it. The grandpas and grandmas out there are the ones that are still doing it this way. And now they are required
You
to
just
find
said that AOL doesn't provide it, and then you said they're still using it.
they were. Now they don't have it anymore. They don't. It's not available. If they call that number now, there's no more modem that will interact with them. It's dead. The service is no longer charging them either. It's over. There's no more dial-up for AOL. I'm sure you could set up a dial-up VAX server of your own and receive phone calls and serve the internet to people. I'm not saying it's impossible to use dial-up anymore, but AOL dial-up is over, and that was pretty much the dial-up that you would get if you needed dial-up internet. I don't know what your next provider would be. Cricket? I don't think they even have that. Who would you go to dial-up for? I would make my own server.
Mindspring.
Lightspring? Do they have it?
Mindspring.
All right, so all you bitches that have AOL, go the fuck to Mindspring. That's the fucking message here. Bitch.
You could still use it, by the way. I knew it wasn't done quite yet, so it is still ongoing. You could still use dial-up AOL.
All right, I want to talk about something, and you might not give a shit about it.
Did you hear what I said? I said you could still do it, so you're wrong.
I could still do what?
AOL dial-up.
No, you can't still do it. No, you
Yeah,
can't.
you can. Yeah,
what
you
the
can.
fuck are you talking about?
The reason why I looked this up is because I've heard the same story. I remember them giving a date in the future, so I was like, I thought it was at least like a while before this continues. So I looked up while you're talking. The only reason I looked up
When does it go out then? When?
September 30th.
It's the same fuck. It's going out now. Who cares if it's in a fucking month? It's over.
You just said you can no longer use it. You said they're no longer honoring it. You can't do it. Like
You're not gonna get it. You can okay. You can for another fucking month. Who cares? It's still the same.
A month and a week. That is like 5 weeks.
You know how much porn you can download on a fucking 2400 baud modem?
Better start
6 weeks?
going right now.
You could fucking get several pictures of
Thunder's
fucking
here.
naked ladies.
Thunder love.
Yeah, there was a fucking program in America where you could dial free, but I don't think it exists anymore. It was a government thing, and there was also BBSs. There was the VAX. There was all kinds of like university-led dial-up, but I think all that's gone now. That's something that used to be out there. I used to have free dial-up, but I used a university, and that university didn't care who called. You had to have an account, but like you could call into it, and if you knew how to get in there, you could use it. I won't say anything more about that part because I was not going to that university. I somehow was able to use it anyway.
Do you have your phone on you?
I do, yeah. What's up?
Well, I was thinking you could put on speakerphone. I thought there was something that I thought was really cool that I found out about.
Call me then. Fucking, we're gonna take a call from Bite Binge.
No, not from me. I want you to call this number.
What?
Call this number. You ready? And then put it on speakerphone, and you'll find out what it is.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
248 434 5508. Put on speakerphone.
dial-up still. Had to wait for the chorus.
You have to get to the chorus.
I have to. I can't let you rickroll me without a whole rickroll happening.
All right. Well, there you go.
That was excellent. Well done.
So
I thought I was going to get a
you
dial-up
guys
tone.
know. So now you guys know you can give someone a number to call and you'll rickroll them.
Yeah, if you actually go back to the VOD, you could listen to the number that he said.
This would be a much better trick because you're probably more likely to have random people asking for your number.
Yeah, you give that to someone.
I got that hot girl's number.
If some ugly hoe comes and asks for your number, you can give them the rickroll number, and you're all good. As well as if you're a fucking girl and some dude fucking tries to hit on you, you could just give him that and fucking bail. The problem is though, nowadays people want to fucking put their contacts in and they'll text you right away. But you could pretend you got the text and stuff, because I don't know if rickroll receives texts or whatever.
I'm assuming it's just a switchboard.
I'm gonna text it. I've got to text it. So I'm going to text.
You think it'll text you back the whole? It's gonna text you back the whole.
Oh, that would be so good. If that happened, that would be great. Because then you'd get to rickroll them right there and then. But
oh, that's right. They'll text you if you give someone their number. Yeah, I've just thought about what you meant by that.
Yeah,
if you gave them that number, they're just gonna.
I have not lived in that era, so I've had one relationship. So when I did that, like the dating I did before though, I did do it, and there was no texting. There was none of that. I had a landline, so I'm gonna text it.
Well, imagine on your job application, you give like references. So you give a reference to like one of your jobs that you know
Guys,
you're making it up.
You can text it. So you could pretend to receive the text. And if you really wanted to, because you can text it. Nothing goes back though. There's no response. Whatever. Anyway. So.
Well, there you go. I put the number in the chat, by the way. The number's in the chat for anyone who wants to call it.
Yes. Yeah, put that in your Rolodex. That's an important number.
I saved that contact on my phone.
I also just did as well and texted it. I texted it too. So there
could be a lot of good
yes. Apply for credit.
I'm gonna give people that number. I mean, I've been pitching this number to other people. Like, although it'd be better because you gotta like memorize it so that you could like give it to someone on the spot.
Yeah, you gotta memorize it so it's like nothing. It's like you totally know what the number is, right? No one will doubt you at that point.
Let's see how long it'll take me to do. 248-434-55. So the easiest part is 508. So that's impossible. That's gotta be the first core memory you drive into your head. And then it's gotta be 248, 2468, 2468. So you take out the 6. I'm using mnemonic devices. There's no mnemonic devices. 2468, but you remove the 6, so 248. 5508 is the last 4 numbers. 248 5508. So now I just have to remember the 3 numbers before 5508, and that is 434. That's pretty easy.
There are 3 4s in there, 2 5s in there.
248, 434, 5208.
Nope, 5508. You fucked it up. You said that was impossible to forget, and then you forgot that part.
Yeah. Okay. So then it's gonna be in 99. I'm trying to throw off my mind. 1,000. 1,165,97875. Okay. So now it's 248. That's the easiest one, and then 434.
Hell yes, Kozako. That's the fucking shit.
5508.
All right.
Did I get it?
It is.
Yeah, I got it. So I memorized it. There you go. I got it.
That has Naka and Kokoro in it. I want to
434 5508.
For fuck's sakes, no one wants to watch you memorize a fucking phone number. Now
that should be one of our segments. Memorize phone numbers. We should bring it back. We should bring that back to the year 2025.
What, memorizing phone numbers again? And we just do it every week. We do it one phone number
every week,
and just try to remember the last week's and keep going until we have no contact list in our phone anymore. It's just
Right. And then
like
we just memorize like 50 numbers.
50 numbers sounds like about right. Yeah. That would be so old school, actually. I used to memorize everyone's number. I was a
I
fucking
mean,
fiend.
I know the Rickroll number now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
248-434-5508.
That's it.
I'm not looking at it.
Have you ever
Promise
studied
you.
martial arts?
No.
You don't look like you have. I haven't either.
Why would you
But
say that?
I'm just saying you don't look like you study martial
What
arts.
if I looked at you like this, though? What would you think?
The only way I would think that you studied martial arts is if you told me you did. Then I'd be like, oh, you did. But you
What
certainly
if I
don't
had this look
come
on my
across.
face when you're like, I'm gonna fight that guy, but I look at you back like this?
You know, I don't think that would affect. I think that looks like an easy target. Is what it looks like. It looks like a very still, easy target. Anyway, so I want to talk about this fucked up thing that happens in martial arts. I did not know about it, but now I do. So
Black belts?
no, I mean every martial art has black belts. So no, it's not about the belts. It's not about like most of martial arts I understand. There's one part I don't. And that is this cultural thing that's happened. Karate is a martial arts in Japan. It's mostly about throwing fists and hand movements, and it forms involving punching. That's what karate is, or karate, if you say it correctly. And what's happened is everywhere in America, for some reason, is calling their dojo or their martial arts place or whatever karate, like this place right here. But behind the curtain, every time, and this is going to be this one right here, this is the same place. It's the same place. This is actually part of the American Taekwondo Association, which is Korean, not Japanese. But because everybody watched the Karate Kid, or the Karate Kid, which they don't call it, they all steal from Japan's martial art, which they don't teach. And this happens not just for Taekwondo, but for
Steal what
judo and
exactly?
other martial arts.
Still what?
They all just say karate. They all just put karate in their name.
Who's doing this?
Karate Atlanta's doing this. Every studio is doing this. There's a studio outside of
I don't understand the controversy.
they're stealing from Japan. It's like, look,
How?
because they're falsely advertising that they're teaching a martial art that they're not teaching. It's like if I said I was running a Japanese school for teaching Japanese language and I taught you Russian. That's what it's like. It's fucked up, and everywhere in America does it. And it's fucked up. I was hoping you knew someone in martial arts so you could explain to me why it was okay to do this, but you don't know. And
No, I think this is a good. If it's a grift, it's under the radar. No one's gonna tell, and they got away with it, and they're really good at it. In fact, it's undetectable to me as a grift, so it must be really good. Nasty Matt said Bruce Lee loved busting into Japanese dojos and whoop sensei ass.
yeah, he did. Bruce Lee
Supposedly he did
was
that, yeah.
Taekwondo though. Bruce Lee was a nunchuck master. Nunchucks are not part of karate, right?
Yeah, but he's not using that in duels.
Like Bruce Lee didn't fucking say he was a karate champion though, because he had fucking like balls. He didn't have to fake what he was doing to try to sell more fucking lessons.
He would
or
say
whatever.
he was a mixed martial artist to some degree, where he
Yeah,
used
because
karate
he's
a lot.
honest. It should say mixed martial arts, not karate Atlanta. They don't teach karate. They don't speak Japanese. They speak Korean. And it's not just this one. This is just my example because it's right next to us. But there's like 4 different dojos in my tiny town, and then Atlanta's enormous, and all of them are like this. None of them say Taekwondo on them. The front of their buildings have no fucking trace of Taekwondo because apparently that's like DEET for kids or whatever.
Well, let me ask you this: if you had looked at examples of a bunch of teachers that opened up Taekwondo studios and they all went under in Atlanta area in the last 10 years? Are you going to put up Taekwondo in your freaking shop?
I think that's what happened, but that's fucked up. And the thing is, if I was a Japanese language teacher, which I was, and my videos weren't doing a lot of views, I wouldn't just fucking put Russian on there and then still teach Japanese. That's the dumbest shit. How does this fly with this one thing? I don't ever see anything this blatantly false advertising with cultural fucking like stealing. They're stealing from
Culture.
like people are mad about culture appropriation and bullshit like that, where some white guy wears a kimono or something. No one cares about that. That's awesome, by the way. But people do care. Idiots care about that, right? This is actually fucked up. This is like truly stealing culture. They're stealing from Japan's famed martial art that is more famous than them, and then they're not teaching it, and they're not using the language. Karate is Japanese. It's Okinawan, absolutely.
See, I don't care.
It may be based on. It can be based on whatever you want.
And calls the studio karate just because that's what they're all called. They're just using it as an umbrella term.
They're using it as an umbrella term, and that umbrella term is fucked up. I've never seen. Can you think of another instance where this is happening, where a nation's thing is being taken and offered, and then some other nation's thing is what you get?
What about when you go to a Texas steakhouse in Georgia?
Oh, yeah. Well, but they're doing it in Texas style, right? That's the idea.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't think
that's
they are. I think
true.
those cooks. I think those
Kinda
cooks
right.
might not be doing it in the Texas style.
You're
I
right.
think
Well,
they're
maybe
doing it their own
maybe
thing.
the fucking steaks come from Texas. Maybe the cows were from Texas. They're importing the meat. I don't know. That's a good example, though. It could be. That could be. But that's not a country. That's a state. And they're still serving what they say they're serving. They're not teaching karate. Fucked up. Do I believe in white supremacy? Fuck no, I don't. But, I mean, people do. But I don't fucking believe in that shit. I don't think whites are lame either. It's just not even important. That shit is the least important thing. Alright, let's move right the fuck on to the next fucking topic. This, though, fucking bothers me. I don't know what the fuck this is about. I can't put my finger on what the fuck it is, honestly. I have no fucking clue. But it is fucking Taekwondo, I guess. Alright, our next story is... What the hell? Alright. Our next story is about a fucking trophy hunter. Have you heard the story about Asher Watkins?
No.
Asher Watkins, ironically, the same place that Texas Roadhouse is from, Texas, was a Texas real estate agent, and he also is a trophy hunter. And he was killed by a fucking Cape buffalo, shown here in this picture, in South Africa. The safari company described the incident as a sudden and unprovoked attack, which I think is a most fucked up statement for this from the safari company, because that safari company does hunting expeditions, and they were clearly trying to fucking kill it, so I wouldn't call that fucking sudden and unprovoked. But that's what the safari company's official statement, which was probably not in English, was. It might have been in English. I don't know. But in general, those motherfucking people don't speak English all the time. So the company was called Conrad Vermack Safaris. So that CVS for short. Maybe they sell cigarettes and nicotine patches as well. But this
So
fucking...
do they keep the water buffalo behind locked cabinets so that you have to get someone who works there to open up the cabinet to get the water buffalo?
I do believe that they do, like, wall off certain areas of land for these hunting safaris that are designated okay to hunt places so that they don't fucking make a bunch of extinction happen. Can I give more fucking Japanese lessons? No, but I am going to give coding lessons very soon. So if you want to learn how to make $1 a minute, then yeah, I'll be able to help you do that. That's my next fucking project for teaching. I'm not teaching Japanese anymore. Make a Japanese friend. I gave you enough. I gave you a full college education's worth of Japanese lessons. You could take that, and then you can move on with your life and make a friend. And yeah, get the coding lessons. That's what I'm fucking doing next, and that's coming.
Well,
real
what
soon.
you should do is do a whole new series of Japanese lessons, but every time anyone clicks on it, you go, "All right, it's time to learn Japanese." Actually, I lied.
Actually,
We're
I
learning
lied.
Korean.
We're coding. Yeah, like karate. I got to do that. That's what I got to do. I gotta say it's Japanese lesson, then to just code the whole time and not recognize it. But every time it just has to be like Nama Sensei's fucking Japanese.
Just at the
lessons.
beginning, but you should mention at the very beginning of your stream that you lied.
Yeah, so that's a good way to bring that subscriber count down, actually. But I don't really care. Most of those people are actually either not logging into their accounts anymore or whatever because it's been so goddamn long. But anyway, PETA, of course, has something to say about this shit, as usual. So I want to give you a chance, though, to give what you believe PETA's statement was, and then we'll see how close that we are here.
All I know is you said there's a reserve where you hunt water buffalo. Was there anything else to the story other than that?
No, but the guy died. This guy got fucking killed by what the safari company called a sudden and unprovoked attack when he was fucking hunting it. So, like, if you think that this reserve where he's watching all his motherfucking family get murdered over and over again by these fucks was unprovoked, this water buffalo had a fucking brain. He was like, I ain't fucking waiting to get shot by this asshole, and he fucked him up in a sudden and unprovoked attack. So anyway, PETA said that the terrified buffalo was cornered and retaliated. Animals are not trophies. So that's PETA's statement on the issue. Really impactful, obviously. But like Watkins,
what country is this?
This is in Africa. Let me see what country it is. Cape Buffalo, Corned Vermac Safari, South Africa. It's South Africa, where Elon Musk came from.
Okay.
I mean, Elon could go back home and shoot a water buffalo or get gored.
Well, my understanding from what I heard is that if it's state-sanctioned sanctuaries, then the way that they normally run it is that they have to offer a ecosystem for these water buffaloes, and the numbers have to increase every year so that they can't allow hunters to kill more water buffalo than they're raising. And so it's actually regulated with people like following tags and stuff to make sure that they actually are increasing the population. And there's a lot of instances of these business models that are state sanctioned and run where they actually do their due diligence on making sure that they're not just that they're actually increasing the population of some animals that actually have are on the endangered list and stuff like that.
That's a good point.
And that it could actually be good for the environment because you're giving someone a monetary reason to dedicate their land for a species. And as long as they are actually upping the population or maintaining it or whatever, and it's not being culled, 50% and stuff like that, then they can continue to operate.
Well, you got a point, but this motherfucking buffalo was justified as fuck goring that dude. Like, he don't give a fuck whether the population's going up or down. That's not his motherfucking concern. He's got a pair of nuts, and he doesn't want to die. It's very simple. The fact that the company believes that this was unprovoked is fucking ridiculous. That's the fucking part that just is the most ironic to me, other than the fact that this guy got killed, and I think that he deserves it. That's what I think.
You know what I
mean?
Like,
to die.
There's people who get killed by bison and stuff like that because they try to go by it and pose for a selfie. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming, I don't know if they have evidence or they have cameras where they know that this guy didn't do anything stupid like that. Like he wasn't.
No, he was just tracking. He was tracking it. He was tracking the buffalo, and the buffalo turned around and charged him. He had a gun right there. Didn't use it quick enough. got gored out the
Well, I
ass.
mean, you could use it and hit him, but he's still gonna have plenty of energy to kill you before anything
They didn't.
happens
He
to him.
didn't shoot the buffalo. He wasn't able to get the gun loaded. They weren't prepared. They were still tracking it. It just fucking charged.
Why would you be tracking without a loaded weapon?
I don't know. Guy's an idiot. He's dead now. Like I can't ask him. I mean,
We should
when I
have him on the
die,
show. He should call in.
like yeah, we could. You remember the number?
It's 434. No. It's 248-434-5508.
That is correct. You got it right after you made the mistake. Good job. You recovered. I'm
Well,
actually
because I gave the
impressed.
middle part first. Yeah. No, I memorized it.
All right, good job.
I remember I didn't realize I could memorize numbers until like I was playing Punch Out on the NES, and you have to like type in that code over and over and over if it's hard. I'm like, I need to just freaking memorize. I'm tired of like looking at it and typing it in. You just like memorize this 12-digit number or 14-digit number or whatever it is. And I did
Yes,
eventually.
Jimmick is 3 years old apparently. No, no cap. Well, obviously the genius 3-year-old racist guy is definitely. It's an anomaly. You should be on the news, dude. Like a 3-year-old that knows what BTW means.
Well, he's the only teacher he's ever had is ChatGPT. That's why he's the way he is. Because he asks GPT every life question. He doesn't have a mom and dad to
No,
ask, right?
GPT is
He's
his
an orphan.
baby monitor. His mom and dad made an AI agent to do all of the baby stuff. So like the bottle goes and it gets the bottle and comes back out. He's just stuck in the crib, and then it takes the diaper and pulls it out of there, and it talks to him and shit, and tells it how much it loves it, and all of these things. And then those parents can just fucking have sex all day instead of having to take care of their kid. They're brilliant. Have you ever played this game? Is this familiar to you? The
Outer
Outer
Worlds?
Wilds. Have you played it?
You mean Outer Worlds?
Outer Worlds, yeah.
I haven't played it. I own it, but I never played it.
Damn, I've played the shit out of this. The first one, Outer Worlds, not Wilds. Outer Wilds is a better game, but Outer Worlds 2 is coming, and I am betting you are so excited for it, given how much you enjoyed the first
When it
one.
comes out, I'll buy it, and then I'm not gonna ever play it.
Do you have an
No, I
unopened
mean,
copy? Do you have a sealed copy? Is that why you haven't played it? Is it sealed?
I think I have it. No, it was like used.
Damn, you could
I
have played
think
it. Did you get the PC version or did you get it for PlayStation?
PS4, I believe.
Hmm. Fuck. Well, anyway, Outer fucking Wilds 2 is on its motherfucking way. I, for one, am definitely going to play that. This is basically Fallout. It's almost the same as the way it works and stuff like that. It doesn't have VATS mode, but it's pretty much Fallout. Like, it's like the Bethesda series of games, like Elder Scrolls and these things. It's got a bunch of fucking shit in there. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it because I had a good time playing Outer Worlds 1. I probably sunk about 60 hours into that. I was an absolute asshole. I murdered everyone. I always murder everyone though. That's how I play those games. I just get in there, I try to figure out how can I murder everyone, and then I just start murdering them all. It is. I'm a psycho when it comes to these world games that they build. I always do it every time. Doesn't have to be GTA, which I also murder everyone all the time in that too. I don't know what it is about video games that makes me want to murder people, but it is what I want. Have you ever
About being
played?
able to do things without consequences,
Yeah,
without
like
any
have you
real
ever
life. That's,
played like uh Elder Scrolls or Fallout or any of that? Do you murder everybody in that, or do you try to be a good guy? Oh, RDR2, I murder the shit out of people, but they come back, they
I
regenerate.
think I remember trying to play some of the games evil, and it would be very difficult because Like I remember maybe it was Oblivion or Skyrim, whatever it was. But it's like you need to go to town to talk to this guy for a mission, but the guards are chasing you as you're like running to this NPC. You're like, I gotta talk to him about a quest, and the guard's like, it's that guy, get him! And you're like, well, I gotta run to this NPC with these guards. Ah, they're like slashing at you. I'm like
You gotta
climbing up this
stealth kill
guy's
everybody and stuff. The
wall.
reason I like it is because it's hard to be evil. There's
And
all
then
these police and
I
shit.
talk to the guy I need to. Yeah, but
I
the running, like every time I go
murder
into
those
town, I
guards
have
when
to
they're alone, and then all of them one by one get murdered. And after all the guards are
want
murdered,
to
then
just
I
go
kill all the
talk to the
citizens.
NPC. I'll just run through the town while the NPCs are trying to kill me. Talk to that guy that I need to turn the quest, then run out while they're trying to murder me. It takes too long to try to kill them.
Yeah, I take my time. From the first place I go, I start murdering. It's always as soon as I have adequate ability to cover
says,
myself and deal death, then I start the murdering. Fallout was no
Moose in a
exception.
cup says, I'd always take that one penguin in Super Mario 64 and throw him off the
Oh,
cliff.
everybody does that. Yeah, I throw him off the cliff too.
When you're supposed to bring him back to his mom or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could do it afterwards too. Even if you bring it back to the mom, you can throw them off and they're dead. But yeah, you do it right there. Yep, it's a beautiful thing. I love that games let you do stuff like that. I really do. But yeah, the challenge is also the reason I'm getting another beer. It'll take 20 seconds. I love how you filled that silence. You filled it. Full of your wisdom, full of your entertainment. You just gave them the best 20 seconds that they could possibly have. If you guys didn't go get your own beer, you just got robbed of 20 seconds of your life because Bipin just so lazy. He's probably doing some text to speech or some dumb shit that has nothing to do with helping you guys laugh or be entertained. Because he's a bitch. A bitch. All right. Anyway.
I'm a little distracted by this guy that's on the edge of being banned from the channel, so.
Oh, yeah, that guy is pretty fucked up. He is really chatty, too. But he's not that bad. I've hurt the kids in Skyrim, too, though, so, I mean, I can't fucking ban him for that. There's been multiple ones. There's been multiple fucking things that are worth banning, though.
There's been multiple things about kids. So that's why I'm like, how many things about, I mean, any more things about the kids and doing things to kids?
Yeah,
and loving kids.
You're probably gonna get
don't
banned.
know any more
Honestly.
comments
It's
about
true.
the kids, then you're gonna get banned.
You probably are, but still, though, the one comment about kids that I let fly here, because I actually modified Skyrim so that I could kill the kids. So, yeah, the reason why is I wanted to kill everyone, not because I wanted to kill the kids. It's because I wanted to kill everyone. And I didn't want... And all the NPCs, I modded them to also be killable, even if they were quest givers. It was a blanket, kill them all, dude. Like, that's what I did. So, yes, be good, dude, and we'll let you fucking stay. But if you start fucking around with, like, racism or kids again, we're probably going to have to fucking shit you out of here. We got enough people. We don't have to be that desperate. All right, anyway, fuck that. The next thing I want to talk about is fucking Borderlands. So let's fucking do it. There it is. It's Moxie. Gotta love her. And I am in the unique position of knowing the guy that makes this game. So that's interesting. I think that Gearbox has made some poor decisions as of late with this franchise that they built so well with Borderlands 1 and 2, and especially 1. And I hope that they are going back to being gory as hell. I think that the issue with Borderlands is that from Borderlands 1, it has been progressively getting less... It's been progressively censored. The decapitation, the dismemberment, it's being removed. Pitchford says, "Oh, it's Australia." It's these, but come on, like they're making poor choices. They're degrading the quality of their game from where their first one was like fucking brilliant and everything was violent beyond reason, and they leaned in more on the gun generation and all the random aspects, and they leaned out of being fucking gory as shit and crude, which I don't like. So we'll hope that the Borderlands 4, I'm not going to play it if they don't make it better than Borderlands 1. Because so far, even Borderlands 2 was not as good as Borderlands 1. So, do you know this guy here? I mean, fucking, have you heard of this
I
guy?
only played Borderlands for like an hour or so I don't know much
What do you
about
think of the game? I'd
Borderlands.
love to hear your opinion before I talk about this motherfucker.
I don't. I just. It's like why were it just wasn't drawn in. I like it. It was for free on PlayStation Plus or whatever. I played it an hour. I'm like, all right, whatever.
You're
And I
fine
never
to
played
like
it again.
drugs. I don't usually tell people rules. Jimmick, there was a guy named Where Do You Learn to Fly? We put up with his shit. He was just like you. All right? We put up with his shit for a
It might even be
long
you.
time because the reason why we put up with him is because it was mildly entertaining. The over the top shit was not entertaining whatsoever, but some of the things that dude said was entertaining. He crossed the line so hard that we had to put security on our Discord server. Like he started sending dick pictures to people and shit. And the rules, though, if you want to know, we don't really state the rules here, but just let me fucking make it clear. Don't be a racist bitch, and like no fucking child porn shit or any pedophilia shit. That shit is so not like I am the least sensory motherfucker out there as far as censoring people. But those two things, I don't want to fucking see that. So we will kick your ass out. Drugs, who gives a shit? Like I have to take a drug test very soon, so I'm not doing any drugs. But if I didn't have to take a drugs test, who cares? Drugs are fine. Do whatever you want. We're libertarians. We don't give a fuck if you do drugs. It's not a fucking problem. Well, I mean, you being 14, that's your age. Did you know that saying your age is also something you're not supposed to do on Twitch? People ban people for doing that. So I would like keep that a secret. That's a probably thing you shouldn't fucking throw out there.
Well, I'd say with him saying it so often, I doubt. I don't think 14-year-olds normally say "I'm 14" every
Yeah,
100th sentence.
I think what we need to do, I don't know. You're really on thin ice. I'm about to fucking just lay that fucking hammer down on your ass. So don't fucking talk about how old you are anymore. All right, either. Because that's the pedophilia shit. Like that also is if I start saying drugs are okay and you say you're 14, I start getting in fucking trouble. But I think they should be legal. So that's what I think. So it's a thing, but you're fucking thin ice bitch. So don't be a fucking bitch. Last warning, man. Anyway, this motherfucker is Randy Pitchford. And Randy Pitchford is Pitchard, sorry, not Pitch. I thought it was Pitchford. I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm not a good friend of him or anything. I actually think he's kind of a bitch. So that's what I think. I got to know this guy because he lived next to me. Do you know anything about this guy? Like he worked
You
on some of
mentioned
the
he has
games you
something to
care
do with
about.
Borderlands.
He had something to do with Halo. So I think you might.
Oh, did he do that part?
All right. So
Oh, did he do that part? Was that his voice in the soundtrack? Maybe he was laying down voice tracks for the Halo theme. Maybe that's the guy right there doing the choir voice. Did you ever think of that? You should Google it.
I don't think it's him. But
He
anyway,
has his balls chopped off so that he could do that soundtrack. He was so dedicated to the Halo project. He cut off his own balls so he could sing the choir part in the beginning. Dun, 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 dun. And then he
Mate
cuts off his
Mattis,
balls. Oh,
Mate Mattis, you're right. But this developer can because he owns his. Well, he did. Take Two bought him. That's the problem. He owned his own business at one point, and that was successful. Once you have a successful business and a bunch of cash, you don't need a loan anymore. So Randy Pitchford wasn't taking loads, but he did sell out, and he's still like working for his company. And I understand, like, if some motherfucker comes to me and says, "Here's 10 mil, give me all your IP," I'm gonna be like, "Here you go." Like that's what's gonna happen, and then they're gonna be like, "We'll give you $500,000 a year to keep making it." I'd be like, "Okay." Like I think I'd be fine with that. That's probably gonna happen to me, but this also happened to Randy, and he lives in Plano, Texas, which is about 20 minutes away from Denton, Texas. Denton, Texas
I don't think
is
Texas
where
is
we had our
plain.
TV show. What?
I don't think Texas is plain.
Plano. Plano's the name of
Plain
the
old
town.
Texas? I call it like the
No,
cool state
Plano.
of Texas.
Plano. Plano. That's the
Oh,
name of the town.
not
It's a
plain
town
old.
name. No, not plain
Not
old
plain
Texas.
old.
No. Plano's a town in Texas. It's on 85, I think, and it's it's I don't remember the highway, but it's really close to Dallas, and it's on the way between Denton and Dallas. It's a road on the way there. You can go there. So he came to speak at our school. I was a computer science minor at that school, and so he come talk to us, and he was kind of a bitch. I mean, that's just the impression I got of him. So, whatever. I'm not a fan of this guy, but if he does make his new game, which is probably controlled by Take-Two, as hardcore as his first game, not his mods for Halo or whatever, his fucking or I'm not DLC or whatever it was that he did for that. Jimrick is mentioning that he heard about us because his cousin told him that you've passed out on here from drinking too much. It's a good way to be found. It's a good way to be found.
No, let's talk about you doing your work calls.
No, I didn't
When you
didn't
didn't
do
turn
any
off the stream.
calls. I haven't. I've definitely let the stream go and done some chair streams, but work calls are not a thing I do. I actually sat silently for a very long time though. Anyway, his name is Will. I've never heard of that. Supreme Commander. Yeah, actually, he posted something in here a little bit ago. If that's, I don't know. Whatever. I thought I saw Will Supreme Commander talk in this chat, but fuck, I don't fucking remember. But anyway, since you played about an hour of Borderlands, was it Borderlands 1 that you played?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It was just like a free game on PlayStation Plus.
Oh, that was
1 or
not
2.
probably 1. Yeah, it probably wasn't 1 if it was free. It was probably 2. 2 was crap. Like,
That's
1
probably
was
what
the
it
only
was.
good one, in my opinion. So
I'm assuming that's what it was. It's just whatever was on PS Plus. I'd have to pull up my PS Plus account to see.
yes, you should bring your whole club, bring your whole motherfucking club to my Discord, please. And that's what you need to do. So please do that. All right, next is fucking not that. It's fucking
AOC?
No. It's this. So, have you heard this story? Have you seen this picture? I think this is really interesting.
You already showed this picture. Oh, okay. Now it changed.
No, I have not
It was a
shown this
guy
one.
that is a guy that dressed up as a furry and got beaten up by a bear.
Wolf. So, did you hear this story? Did you see it on the news? Did you see it in Google News this week?
No.
Okay. I'm sure some of you motherfuckers in chat have seen this in Google News. And it was also all over Facebook and Instagram as well. But I
This
actually...
is a fake AI story that you're breaking
Yes,
out?
this is fucking fake news. This actually didn't happen, and it tricked everyone. There are a couple other screenshots that were being cycled with this thing. This one was the most popular one. This is this is not Facebook. This is the X version of it, right? This shit is fake. This didn't happen. So y'all got fucked. And it's getting dangerous out there, you motherfuckers. It is. Because right now, we're all like fucking like there's no newspaper anymore, right? That doesn't happen. So we're all going to fucking Google News or Yahoo News or Jerk Me Off News or whatever the fuck news you're going to.
I don't think
And
those are news sites. The jerk me off news.
yeah, well, I mean, there's some news in there. I don't know if it's the kind of news that a business person might be interested in. Probably
there's
actually
snoo
most
snoo
business-
involved. I think there's snoo snoo involved.
I believed it. I did initially believe this. But because I'm a newscaster, I had to look into it because I wanted to know where, when, why, how, all this shit. I was like, I got the name and all
Only
that. 'Cause
three of the
remember
W's,
the original,
not
the
all five.
original article was satire, and it said at the bottom that it was satire. But I had to get to the original article to see that it was satire. And everything that led me to the article did not say it was satire, including the Google News link that I went to. Didn't look like this. And that's fucked up. That's what I'm trying to say. We were in a fucked up time. I listened to fucking Nobuo Uematsu a bunch. I write music more than I listen to it. I've been listening to the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, not necessarily by choice, but because my family is listening to it. I pretty much listen to whatever the fuck they are listening to. And I like Nobuo Uematsu. That's my favorite. I know it's not the coolest answer ever, but it is what I'm listening to now. I'm into like metal and shit like that when I write music. That's the kind of music I write. And if you want to know what you should listen to, it should be Beaver Machine, Stone City Orchestra, and me. That's what you should listen to, because I make music. Right, but anyway, yeah, this shit was published on August 13th by Casper Planet. That was the actual origin of the story, and that is a satirical Facebook page where I finally got to it. I got to it after going to this fake Google News link and also seeing it on my feeds. I saw it on my feed first, then I went to Google News and saw it, and then I found the source and it was fake. So, like, when we go to a primary news source and it feeds us this shit as if it's real, it underlines the motherfucking danger of how easy it would be to do the same shit about the United States military action against Venezuela, for example. Have you heard about that? Not a story I cover. It's not funny. It ain't funny at all. But Trump is moving the United States Navy and surrounding Venezuela right now. And they are going to do an anti-drug...
Is it a beautiful, beautiful armada?
It's a beautiful armada. And he's put
paint?
a $50 million bounty on the president of Venezuela. I'm not joking. He did that. And that's twice the bounty of Osama bin Laden. So if that was fake, right? You understand how much of a fucking problem that would be, right? If that shit was fake news. Like, we're fucking ourselves by letting this shit happen right now. And every one of you motherfuckers should be very aware that if you don't do what I do and look all the way through, you might get the shit fooled out of your ass. That's what's happening. And I've been seeing this kind of bullshit weekly. It's fucked up. But yeah, anyway, this is a fucking fake-ass story. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, because it's fake.
It looks like Bryan Cranston's character in
so
Malcolm
the
in the
next
Middle a little
the
bit.
next story, and please, Jimmick, control yourself. Control yourself, Jimmick. Our next story is about racist pedophiles. Control yourself! Don't do it! Our next story is about racist pedophiles. Roblox, everybody's fucking favorite game, is once again under fire as usual, because every time they continue and continue to fucking try to make their game safer for children, because the predators are on there fucking getting these kids in bed somehow. Every time they do one thing to make it better, another thing steps out right in front of you and fucks you up. And this is what happened in Roblox. They made there's a server. Roblox is a bunch of different custom games. If you don't know, it's a bunch of fake ass looking Lego.
You know, you may be teaching new techniques to Jimmick over here.
I'm about to, yeah.
Jimmick's
gonna learn. Like, he doesn't have to, I'm not telling him to do it, right? But he's gonna learn. This is like why he's tuning in and why he needs to not be banned. And if he fucking does fucking say the dumb shit, he will be banned. He needs to control his ass. But I'm about to show some censored shit. They have a server out there where you can spray paint shit. It's a skateboarding server. And apparently, after the new chat rules happened, and now you can't type hate speech, there's an AI agent in there that is filtering out all of the predatory and hate speech. All the grooming shit. It's really trying to control it. And good for them, they need that. They should have done that years ago. But now, in the skate part, there's a spray paint area. And it's now filled with every racist and pedophile that's in Roblox. They all went here because you can't communicate in the other places the way you used to. You can see here this black spot and this N-I. I wonder what was under the black spot. I put that black spot there, by the way, so that you wouldn't have to fucking read the whole word. But you can see...
Where'd you get the image?
Roblox.
You got it from Roblox.com.
No, they didn't actually send me the image.
That's what I'm asking you. Where'd you get it?
This was in the news. It was from Game Rant.
Okay, what news? News from who?
Game Rant. Okay, Game Rant is the name of the news source for this one.
That's what I was asking.
Anyway.
Jeez.
So
I know you didn't freaking go into Roblox to find this.
No, I actually did not go into Roblox. I don't even have an account. I don't play this game.
Imagine if the Roblox was like The Matrix. You know, like if we redid the movie The Matrix, when Keanu Reeves, you know, is plugged in, and they're like, "We're gonna plug you in. We're gonna teach you kung fu." He's like, "Okay, well, let's do it." And they plug him in, and it's just
karate. You mean, right? But it turns out to be kung fu.
Right. Yeah, but it really plugs in, and he's talking to all these predators. Sexual predators. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I'm here to teach you kung fu." But it all turns out to be a big scam, and they're just trying to get him to meet up with him.
This is kind of hard to see.
What
so
is
we're
that?
Just gonna...
That could have been, you know, Morpheus fighting him in the dojo. You know that famous scene?
Yeah.
Where Morpheus fights Neo in the dojo. Well, and you know the part where like he does this with his fingers, you know, when it's like beckoning him to come fight.
Definitely, yeah. That's the.
But in the Roblox version of that scene, like Morpheus is over a bed, like a heart-shaped bed, and he's like beckoning Neo over like this.
And Neo is like some like surprisingly small for some reason.
And he's like, "Check out what I spray painted. They let you spray paint whatever you want in the Matrix." And he's like, "Really?" And it's like just big giant, you know, penises and phallus.
That's what's out there. It's swastikas and penises. If you go to this place. That's all it is.
Could be,
it's covered in
enhanced for the year 2025.
It's covered in fucking filthy graffiti. And it didn't used to be like that because all the pedophiles and racists would do it on chat in all the servers. But now they're going to the ones that allow you to spray paint to do it. So this is interesting to take a look at what this guy's saying. Whoa, don't say that. What be? That's UFR, which is for real, or... What?
You can't
this guy's name is Okiro.
I like how you asked
bonus points if you know.
He said what, and then as I went to say what I said, he just then talked over me again.
What are you talking? I didn't say what.
What'd you say then?
I was talking. You interrupted me.
You said what?
I did not.
Exactly. You said what, and then I started talking.
What do you want to say? And then I'm gonna fucking try to read the screen, which I've been trying to do for the last fucking 5 minutes.
You weren't saying what to me. You're saying it to yourself.
I said what because it's on the motherfucking screen. Whoa, don't say that. What, B? Do you see the screen? I'm reading it. It's hard to read. I blew it up.
I thought you're telling me.
I'm fucking looking at the dialogue on the motherfucking screen. It says that's UFR. You're not helping. I want you to help by saying, what does Okiro mean? Bonus points if you know what it means, because that's what this guy's name is.
Bear penis.
The racist guy, his name is Okiro, Bonus points to the chat if you could tell me what the fuck it means. I'll tell you in a second. But Jimmick likes his Japanese lessons. I taught that kanji. I taught that motherfucking word. If you didn't remember it, you can just rewatch that shit and quit asking me for more lessons. So come on, Jimmick. What's it say? Nope, not erection. Good guess. That was a guess. Nope, Jimmick fails. Beer is biru, and definitely not that. That's only 2 characters.
Say
But
the word again.
okiro.
It means frog fucker.
Nope, it means wake the fuck up. Yes, exactly. Matt Mattis with the fucking win. Yes, it means wake the fuck up. It's a very disrespectful way of saying wake up. So, it's
And why is that important?
okiro is disrespectful. So it feels like you have to say bitch or something after wake up, or wake the fuck up or something. You have to make it disrespectful in translation somehow when you use the disrespectful form of a command, in my opinion, as a translator. But most censors would just not do that. And most translators, like in games and stuff, when they are really rude and shit, they don't go as far as we do in English with being disrespectful. And I think that's bullshit. Anyway, whatever. That's the fucking Roblox racist pedophile story. And as you know, if you're playing Roblox and you're over like a certain age, the fuck are you doing, honestly? Think about that. I've played this game a little bit. It's pretty shitty. Like, it's a shitty game. That's the reason why, like, I don't understand why anybody really old or knowing how to use computers would play it. But maybe I don't know the joy of Roblox, and maybe I'm just, like, ignorant. I don't know. I don't think I am. All right.
You could be a hater.
So, I want to talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I have to quickly ask you first, if you
Do I
are
consent to you talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza?
about spoilers. Have you been playing it?
I mean, I've only played it for like an hour or so.
Okay. Do you want to be spoiled? It's pretty hardcore. No. Okay, then I'm just gonna skip that story.
Well, now I have to avoid reading the chat probably for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, you probably can do that. I don't think you're gonna miss much. You're gonna be okay. The fucking the game has a great like, there's a great thing that happens in it. It's great for all the DK Vine people, all the people who literally go to the Donkey Kong universe and know what's up about Donkey Kong. It's very good. So that's fucking awesome. All right, let's go ahead and move on to another story about furries. It's always good to have more than one of those. Fuck me. Where is the...
I thought we were going to wait till the second hour to do that.
I'm missing the picture of this, and it is the most disgusting picture of all of them. Is it in a format I can't read or something? I need this picture. I'm going to have to re-download this picture, guys. I'm sorry about that. Give fucking excuse me here.
Why don't you dial into the dial-up? You can still use it and download it.
Yeah, I could. Do you remember the number?
You could dial it up.
Do you remember the
yes,
number?
I do. It is 248-434-5508.
That's impressive, man. You've remembered a phone number. We're going to do this every fucking time.
We should remember a phone number.
I just cannot believe that this motherfucker did not save. I literally... This is one of the most important pictures. There it is. All right, here we go. I've got him. This is not even... Oh, this is the wrong one. I want this picture. That's close, but that's not giving the whole story. You know what I mean? All right, I'm about to display.
I felt like a hole for a little bit just then, and again.
I'm sure you have a hole that someone would want to have. I don't know. I'm about
Are
to
you giving
open.
up on your
No, I'm not
your
giving up. There,
dig?
no, there it
You're
is.
giving up on your
There it
dig.
is. I've done it, and we're gonna bring it. We're gonna blow it up because this one's worth blowing up. What happened to you?
I'm a hole.
Oh, you're a hole. That was the problem. I understand now. I see
You're
what
a
you're saying.
hole. Head
You're a
like a
hole.
hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control.
Well, looks like you're probably gonna. I mean, you're gonna give me control anyway. So now, are you gonna die, or are you just gonna put up with it because you'd rather
No,
die?
bow
But
down before the one you serve. You're gonna get what you deserve.
God, money is not looking for the cure. All right. Anyway, uh, this is what you're looking at here is a fucking rat. This is a giant rat that measured 22 inches long. That is the size of a small cat. And this thing was removed from a home in Easton area of North Yorkshire, which is in the United Kingdom. And the average rat in this area is about 11 inches long. So this thing is about double the size, this Goliath fucking rat. And I can't imagine having this motherfucking beast in your home and not noticing it. Obviously, they noticed it enough to get this motherfucker to grab it out of there. I don't know if it was captured dead or alive. I really did try to find out, and I was unable to get the information from any source as to whether this rat continues to live or if this rat has been extinguished from life as we know it. But it is a giant motherfucking rat. And the suspected cause, as stated
My
by
God,
the...
look under your desk.
Fuck's sake! No, that's not. That's just fucking jizz
See,
rags,
if
dude.
we had an animation right now, that would have been brilliant.
Well, anyway. So, the suspected cause, though, as the local counselor, the authority on everything in the United Kingdom, as you know, the counselor is in control of all of it. His name is David Taylor, and he says that the pest problems have worsened because the pest control services that were free, government dole, there used to be woke welfare pest control in the United Kingdom. They used to have communist pest control where they would freely go to every home and apartment and clear these motherfucking rats out of there because they were a fucking big issue apparently. Apparently the bubonic plague was a thing in England. Have you ever seen Monty Python? But it was a thing, and so what they did was they made communist pest control in England, and they repealed it. They just recently repealed it from this particular area. And that has made the rodents in the area, quote unquote, more brazen. And now they are growing to the size of fucking dogs. So, what? No, we don't that's not a dude. That's a fucking robot. We don't ban robots. We just let them roll. Now we have 15 viewers. See how that works? Robots are not worth my time. You are, though. So be careful, like I fucking said. Final Fantasy 14 is my... Wait, before I say that, before I go to Final Fantasy 14, now you've got a fucking spoiler of what's coming up next. Supporting communism is not bannable. It's just the way he is. Or she. We don't know the fucking gender of that guy. What do you have to say about this motherfucking rat pipe bench? We need you to weigh in on this story before I just pass it along.
Basically, if you have a rat that big in your apartment complex, you've got to have you basically are a hoarder. There's no way that something that big is going to get around without you noticing, unless you just have a 2
What if it's
foot
in the
pile
wall
of garbage.
voids, though? It could be living in the wall voids.
Have you seen people who are hoarders what their houses look like?
Yes,
Don't you
but
think
I
it's more
also
likely
there was a raccoon that lived in the wall voids of an apartment that I had, and it lived on cockroaches, and it was fucked up, and it broke through the ceiling of my bathroom, and then went into my kitchen, took a big dump, and the dump was just raccoon poop that had cockroach shells in it, just skins of cockroaches, wings of cockroaches. It was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen. That raccoon fucking opened my
Did you
fridge.
collect the poop?
Just shut up and listen to my story. I'll answer your questions at the end. That fucking raccoon opened my refrigerator and tore open sliced bread that was in there and chewed through it like about halfway. So I got through a halfway of a loaf of bread and there was like little crust ends from the front and it fucking busted through the window and fucking broke it and it was gone. It was ridiculous. They caught that motherfucking thing. It was absolutely fucked up and matted and fucking like eyes were all white and shit. It was the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. But they can
Your
live
eyes are
in the
white
vault.
too.
Yeah, well, they're not. The pupils aren't. They aren't all. This thing was fucked up. I think it was blind. But anyway, it terrorized that apartment. It crashed through my fucking bathroom. It was in the wall voids. That's where it was. It did not go out into people's apartments and show up until it broke through the ceiling. So it had been living on roaches for probably weeks before it finally busted through there. I am not traumatized. That was fucking crazy. It wasn't trauma though. It takes more to traumatize me than that. Like, do I have trauma? I don't think I do. That white emerald thing, that wasn't trauma. I don't have trauma. I'm a little fucking snowflake with no trauma, pretty much. I mean, my mom slapped me in the face. That she did. But that doesn't mean, that's not trauma. That's just fucking 80s bitch,
how
right?
did
That's how it works.
This raccoon, when he's opening your refrigerator and going through it, you didn't like chase him with your fucking broom and be like, get the fuck away from my refrigerator?
No, I wasn't home. They caught it, but I wasn't home when this happened.
You're telling this story like it's a point of view story.
No, I did not see it happen. I saw the aftermath. And the caught
How'd you see the aftermath?
I walked home. It was my house. There's one other witness as well. Nick Patridge. He's a friend of mine. He was living with me. He was my roommate. So like he can corroborate this. This is real. It was fucked up. And yeah, like he could corroborate it, but it was one of the most fucked up things I'd ever seen. And we were I did not have contact with that raccoon until it was dead. So they killed it. And I got word of it and got to see it, but I definitely didn't see it in my apartment. But I know it was there, and it was a huge deal. Everybody knew about the raccoon. So that's fucked up. But they can live in the wall voids. So, yeah. Fucking really?
Yes, really. It's happening.
It is.
All your greatest fears are coming true.
No.
All your greatest insecurities about yourself have been validated by everyone here.
Did we talk about Starbucks last week? Do you remember? Did we fucking talk about Starbucks last week or not?
Not that I remember, but there's a lot of times I don't remember 90% of what happens.
Oh, we're going to get to Cracker Barrel later. I'm sorry. We're going to go into Starbucks here. That's still Cracker Barrel. God damn it. There we go.
Cracker Bucks.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. All right. So in Korea, they have created a new rule. I'm going to show the rule. Here it is. This is the rule. And we're going to make it bigger.
The first rule of Korea is you don't talk about Korea.
That is not the right. That's not the right scene.
You just got way more professional all of a sudden.
Suddenly, yes. But then it went away like a flash. This is the fucking message in Korean. Everybody, now that they're obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters, should definitely be able to read this. But it says essentially that you are no longer allowed to bring your desktop computers into Starbucks. Because
desktop or laptop?
Desktop.
Some people bring desktop computers.
People were bringing desktops into Starbucks and setting up cubicles for themselves and doing their online work in Starbucks in Korea. And it got to the point This is still Cracker Barrel. I keep thinking that I want to show the picture of the Starbucks with the fuck there. There's a dude at the Starbucks right there, and this is actually something that white people do more than Koreans.
He
but
has a
Koreans
whole
do it too.
stand with him.
Yeah, this is what
Why?
happens. And the thing is, I'm guilty of this too. So I didn't bring
Really?
desktops into Starbucks, but I did turn Starbucks into my business when I was in Japan. I used Starbucks to teach people English privately for exceptionally larger amounts of money than I did when I worked at the school or at whatever OJT place that I worked at. So this guy clearly is another white guy doing that. But there are mostly, like, foreigners are a big part of that problem. It is just the truth. That and it was happening in Japan too. People were bringing their whole fucking workstation
Just
into
like
Starbucks,
bum number one
plugging
to
in.
blame the foreigners, like he always does.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I'm a foreigner in that case. I can't even call them foreigners. But like,
You're always blaming foreigners. I hear you all the time.
yeah, that's just, you could call me
Just like you're doing it here.
Jeremy, or no, bum foreign blamer, number one. Yeah, that's.
Do you want
my
that on
name.
your tombstone?
Yeah, no, I want that to be my new username. Like, I need to change it. I'm gonna ask Twitch to modify it so that I can make that kind of my middle name, as it should be. But anyway, isn't that fucked up? Can you imagine what would happen in America if fucking people did this? And what would happen? Like, the police would
crazy.
police would beat the shit out of this guy. They would beat the ever-loving fuck out of him, and he wouldn't be able to leave because he's got so much heavy shit to take home. They would just beat him up and then put him in jail. That's what would happen. And I'm almost certain that guy is not playing video games. He's working. Like, this is a thing that became so bad.
So this is in America,
normal
or this
paying,
is in Korea?
Korea only, yeah. And
But why
normal paying
why
customers
only
were not
in
able
Korea
to get
are they
seats.
doing this?
It's not only in Korea. It's happening in Japan too. They just haven't changed the policy in Japan.
So you're saying in America people try to do this and the police beat them up?
I would imagine that if I plugged a desktop computer in this fashion in Starbucks, they told me to leave, and I said, no, I'm working, that I would get the shit kicked out of me, yes.
Probably, yeah, probably. Unless you didn't leave when the police would show up and say, sir, get out right now.
I don't think that the police would be that nice. I think the police would just fucking beat the shit out of me. I mean,
It depends where you are in America.
I guess
mean,
it
if you're
depends
in-
really what color you are, but I think they would still beat me up. But they would certainly beat this guy up. Look at this guy. That beard, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. God forbid he have a fucking brown tone of skin. That would fucking get him really shit beaten out of him. So, anyway, the point is, though, that it's no longer allowed in fucking South Korea to do that, and I'm guessing that Japan will be following suit very shortly, because that's always what happens. Who knows what goes on in China, or if they even have Starbucks? I did not research. Fucking weird, huh? All right, our next
yeah, I
fucking
didn't
story is about Final Fantasy, and
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy Online, one of the only Final Fantasy games I have not
Final
played. I do not know the fucking
Fantasy.
music in this game. I'm still blown up here because this is really hard to read. But this person here is a mod maker, and they made a mod that is allowing people to customize cosmetic items in Final Fantasy 14. And after 3 years of this mod being active and working for the game and having a very large base of the online players
How
using
large?
it,
How large?
I'd say about 10% of the whole player base would have at some point made use of this mod, whether they actually used it to do something in-game or not. But this is a very big mod. It's popular. So popular, Byte Binge, that on Steam, after this... No, first, I shouldn't go that far. Square Enix has asked the creator of this mod to remove it. So she has removed it. And
Do you think they should change their name to Square Finctor?
Yeah, but why? I do actually, but I don't know why I want that. I do want it though. Can you tell
I just
me
think because
why
then you
that's
could
the
get
good?
Mike Myers to be like one of your people, along with Dana Carvey.
Those are some good people.
Because it was like sphincter. I just remember them using that in the Wayne's World
Oh yeah,
Saturday
they
Night Live they
definitely
did in the
used it in
movie. They
Wayne's
use
World.
that
The
word all the
word
time.
sphincter.
But then that word like stopped being used like
Didn't you say
ever since
sphincter
then.
though instead of sphincter? You didn't say
I
sphincter.
said I said sphincter, square
Oh, I thought you
sphincter.
said sphincter, and I didn't even know what you were trying to say. So say the whole thing you were saying before.
Don't you think they should change their name to Square Sphincter? You're right. I
Ah,
did say sphincter. You're right. I
you
did. I
did.
didn't.
That's why I didn't get what you were fucking saying, and I knew I liked it, but I didn't know why. That's why I
Because I
like
was
it.
off. I missed
Because
an
it's
S.
sphincter. That's I love it. Now I love it. Yes, they
Square
should change it.
sphincter. Okay.
Change that shit. But anyway,
Let me write it down. I'm gonna
she
send
was
him an email.
forced to take down the mod, and guess what happened? Given that 10% of the player base uses it.
What's the question? Say it again. I was looking for a piece of paper to write down Square
Fucking
Sphincter.
Square Enix made this bitch take her mod down that 10% of the player base is using. What do you think
Yeah.
happened?
She took it down.
She did, but what do you think happened after that? With that 10% of the
People
player
stopped
base?
playing it because it was no longer available.
Um, that kind of happened, but more so, they review bombed the fuck out of it. So if you go to Steam right now, I believe that it's mixed and going down from overwhelmingly positive to mixed, and
Yeah, but don't they
it's
like
tanking.
correct that now? Like Steam
No,
just
they
like
don't. They don't
resets
correct
it
it.
or
It's
whatever
still
when that
there.
happens.
I bet you I can fucking
No,
pull
but I'm
Steam
saying
up.
after a while they reset it.
Well, I mean, yeah, they've got two fucking rankings. They've got overall, which is mixed, and then they've got current, which is negative. Like they are
Nasty
fucking
Maddie said
tipping.
Square Sphincter is the name of my Nobu Umatsu cover band.
Nice, fucking nice. I want to hear your fucking album. I'll buy it. I will pay cash money for your shitty album, and I'll listen to it. And if it's a good album, I will fucking correct myself. But I want it. I want your fucking album. I do. So
So you put
anyway,
sphincter too. It's just hard to say Square
what
Sphincter.
when
Even
square
type it.
sphincter, yeah, I can say it. The square sphincter, and also, that's a good tongue twister. What you could do is say square sphincter, square sphincter, square sphincter, dare
And
dincter,
then repeat
sphincter,
back that number
stincter.
that
You're the
repeat
stincter,
back the number
stincter.
that we learned today. Can you
Oh,
remember it?
I'm not. I didn't memorize the number. I don't give a fuck
You
about
didn't
that
remember?
number.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not even trying to do that. I got
Two
it on my
four eight
contacts
four
list.
three four 5508.
Yes, call that number, folks, if you've just tuned in. That's the time. Coke or Pepsi? I don't give a shit. It's the answer is beer. That is the answer. It's beer. So that's the answer. I don't really do soda. My daughter likes Pepsi, but I don't. So beer is the answer to that motherfucking question. Uh, next fucking oh, the one other thing I had one other fucking question about this goddamn Square Enix situation. So, do you think this was the right call by fucking Square Enix to ban this mod that had been present for so long and had been loved by so many people? Is that the kind of move?
Did they provide any kind of reason
No,
why
they
other
did not.
than
In fact, actually, all they didn't even ask her to take it down. They had a lawyer do a legal inquiry into the code she was using to make sure that there's, like, they wanted her to submit all the code to them. And she just was like, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this, and shut it down. That's how it went down.
See, this is the difference between how Square Sphincter handles situation and how Valve handles situations.
Yes.
Because also Atari did the same thing. I think I've told you about that story with Atari.
Okay.
But with as the guys, more people know this story about with Counter Strike. That the people who made the mod for Counter Strike, they eventually got jobs at Valve, making
Yeah,
like a
for sure.
1.0 version of a 1.0 official version of their thing that could be sold in stores, officially sanctioned by Valve.
That's the smart way to deal with modders. You hire them. That is the smart way. But that's not what these big Japanese companies do at all. They just
And the
don't.
thing about sometimes they do hardball, which was the Atari story where there was this company that was making modified boards of
Is it?
their. They're making modified boards for like Miss Pac-Man and Galaga and Missile Command and all the popular, uh, well, Pac-Man, all the popular games that Atari was putting out in their consoles. And Pac-Man,
Mm-hmm.
yes, made by Midway, but put out by Atari in terms of their hardware, whatever, however that was working at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
I got it.
And these people, all of a sudden, Atari contacted them, and they were making a decent amount of money, just literally going to all the arcades saying, "We'll sell you a different version of this game. All we have to do is install it on your pre-existing Atari motherboard, and it'll change the game." And one of the things that it changed was like the difficulty. They actually changed some of the mechanics, like the AI in Pac-Man,
Mm-hmm.
to
Oh,
where the
that's how
ghosts
mods
had
work.
different
Yeah, yeah.
patterns and stuff to make it harder. And the way they pitched it, the arcade owners is like,
You're gonna
it's
have
going
to
to
get
make
more
the game more
quarters.
challenging.
Yep.
It's going to be more challenging. And as your customers get used to the regular version of Pac-Man, like all of a sudden it's going to be different. And they're like, that way you won't have people who play forever. Like you have that problem, right? Like, yeah, someone comes in, they put in a quarter, they play Pac-Man for 30 minutes. There's other people who would be paying it who aren't as good.
Exactly.
And so they did this, and then Atari like contacted them, and was like, we're gonna sue you for like fucking everything you're worth. They're like, oh, like we're gonna bring you to court. They gave him like an official summons, like, but then they talked to him and said, or why don't you just take a job at Atari and make these modifications that you did for us, and we'll release them in the arcades
Nice.
under Atari. And they took that deal, obviously, but they did threaten him with a lawsuit. They're like, we'll take you to court, or
So the
you can
reason
just
why
like
though, I've got
do
a
what you're
question.
doing. What you're doing, just do it for us, and we'll hire you.
Right. So there's a big difference, right? And I'm gonna just be straight up with you. Um, do you think Atari's a Japanese company?
No,
Because it's not. It was a Californian company. So that's the reason. Guess where Valve is? It's Seattle, Washington. That's up there, just on that same east coast or west coast. So these West Coast American companies, they have like more, I guess, progressive values about what to do when there's talent and that talent is enhancing your product. Japan would rather just fucking shut you down and restrict you in these cases. And they have not changed, and I don't think they're going to for a very long time, unfortunately.
why do you think that is?
I think it is due to the deep rooted history of like self reliance, isolationism, all that stuff that happened before World War II, probably. But I don't know for sure. Japan has always been very closed about the way they are. They've been more open now than they ever have been. And that kind of closed attitude, it's been getting better and better. They used to not offer Japanese language to people to practice. Like you couldn't buy a Japanese Nintendo or Super Nintendo. You couldn't get a Wii. And then finally they let you change the system language on the Switch, and now I can play my games in both languages. Do you know how much that means to me? Do you know how much of an
You
evolution
mean
that
being
is?
region locked? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I couldn't even buy Japanese games for my console, even though they were the same disc media. Like Sony would just region lock them for no reason, and DVDs too. They would take their culture and art and they wouldn't translate it, even though it would make them fuckloads of money. That kind of dumb attitude is isolationist, and it makes you less money. And they're warming up to money now, which is good, but it's a slow process for them. And I don't think we're going to see an improvement in things like this with mods and stuff like that. I think we're still going to see Nintendo suing Pocket Pair and shit. That's internal. Both of those are Japanese companies, and they're just going to sue them for fucking patent infringement on a patent that wasn't even done yet. Like it, fuck all of that. But that's why I think it's happening though. It's because of the historically isolationist policies of that nation as a whole, and all of that nation's like different sub nations. That nation was spent in a state of civil war for thousands of years, and they would not let fuck all onto their island. Like, they were already busy fighting each other. If any fucking ship came, they fucking unless they had guns to fucking help shoot the people they were at war with, they didn't want to have anything to do with those motherfuckers. That's just how it was back in the day. The Dutch came over with bread and shit. It was crazy. Some of those motherfuckers died coming in there trying to trade that shit.
Trade bread?
Why does it look like who's gooning? What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody's fucking gooning. What the fuck are you saying? I don't understand. You know what gooning is, right? This guy probably doesn't even know what it means. Gooning is when you masturbate without stopping for long periods of time and orgasm multiple times, and you just do not stop masturbating. That's what gooning is.
Is this one of your Nama Sensei lessons?
Yes. Well, no, this is just a lesson. It's just a fucking straight up bum number 1 lesson. I don't have the cap on. It's a regular old lesson. But gooning is when you fucking jerk off without stopping for hours on end, orgasming multiple times until you don't have any cum left, and you still do it. That's gooning. So, who looks like they're fucking gooning? I don't know what the fuck you're even saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. That fucking guy, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to fucking justify that shit with the response because it just does not make sense. But I did want to make sure that everyone was clear what gooning meant, because most people, if you're not a Gen Zer, right? If you're not fucking hip that shit.
I thought that meant you worked for a supervillain.
What?
Like you
See?
You know, they have like...
That's why I had to tell you, because you didn't know. You thought it was like being a minion or some shit.
Yeah, basically you work for the Despicable Me guy, and you're one of those minions, but you're like, hey, I'm gooning, because you're a goon, right? You're one of the henchmen.
Yeah, fucking goon, exactly. Now, if you're a goon, you're fucking jerking it to.
I don't think it's right.
Or some shit. Like,
I don't think it's right to take away goon, like one of the people who works for like a bad guy, like you're a goon. That now it means masturbating a lot. I don't think we should do that. We should leave the original meaning.
Gen Z is in control right now. We don't have a choice, or whatever that new generation is. They are the ones getting to decide what the fuck the new words are. And goon has come right on out. And I think OnlyFans models are the ones that actually created that word, and they're probably all Gen Z OnlyFans models. So that's where I think that word originated. And see, there it is, no cap again. This is Gen Z speak. I know exactly what it means. It means they're not fucking lying, but I guarantee they are lying. And
I thought he was just saying no caps lock, and he was like, but it's not true. There is a caps lock
boomer,
on.
whatever the fuck. Anyway,
but you see, he says like no.
You
cap.
motherfucking kids are never gonna be as
But
cool
they're
as
obviously
I am.
it's a lie though. It's a lie because there is a caps lock going on. He used caps lock and then he typed out that message saying no caps lock, but it's false. There is a caps lock involved. Do you see that? He lied in the message saying no cap lock.
Yeah,
but there is.
Well, I mean, yes, he fucking lied. Yes, but
His message itself is a lie saying no caps lock, but it obviously is caps lock. Look at it.
It is. It's so cap.
They're all
caps. That's the most cap I've seen in any message ever, and yet it says no cap. But there's so much cap. There's enough cap.
I mean, I bet if he looked
when
down
I first
at his
thought
keyboard,
no cap, I thought that like it was a dick without a fucking tip or some shit. Like that was when I first heard it. That's what I thought it meant because someone was insulting someone else, and I was like, I got confused.
Is that like Edwig and the Angry Inch?
Oh, it's the angry 28-inch. But
Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And Angry Inch.
The Hedwig and the Angry 10. But it's
sounds like a penis with the head off, so I guess
it does.
Like the plot of that movie or musical or
it
whatever.
Sounds like a penis with the head off. That's what I was saying before too. Exactly. Anyway, this fucking kind of horse shit, in my opinion, does not have a place in the video game culture that we're in. People should be able to mod whatever the fuck they want.
Are we in it? Are we in it now?
We are. We're in it. I'm deep in it. I'm as deep as you get. And it's something I'm going to allow.
Is it balls deep?
Yes. Y'all can mod my game all day long. I'm never going to bitch about that, and I will never sue any of you.
But is there a cap?
There is. There's a cap.
There's a cap. Okay, good.
There's a cap on
Because
that.
if you're balls deep with no cap, that's got to be painful for both
No,
of you.
the cap is that if you mod it to like do child pornography or something, then I'm definitely gonna have a problem.
What?
But that's the
Why
cap
are you
of my
even
modding
bringing that up
tolerance.
again?
Because there's a tolerance. Because it's the theme of the show. Unfortunately, apparently, it's happened somehow. So it's definitely not a supported theme, but it's the theme regardless. Let's fucking move the fuck on to the next motherfucking story. It's gonna be about motherfucking Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's fucking go. I am excited. Are you excited about this shit? They're remastering Final Fantasy Tactics. It's coming out next month at the end of the month.
Why would I give a shit? Other than the fact I already pre-ordered it.
That is probably the part about it that you'd give a shit. Did you
Should
play
I
this
cancel
game?
my pre-order? I should
No,
cancel
do
my
not
pre-order.
pants. You should not cancel.
Should I cancel that? I'm gonna cancel that pre-order. Where's my Amazon account?
Really?
Well, I don't get.
Why are you canceling that?
Because am I really gonna play it?
You're gonna sell it later for fucking double the price because it went up in value and you kept it unopened. I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. It's gonna end up having 500
Why not
hours.
just play the
on it.
original? What's
Because
wrong
the
with the
original,
original?
I'll tell you why. This is the way. I had a good feeling.
Did you just watch The Mandalorian?
No. No, Final Fantasy Tactics was the original This is the Way. The Mandalorian ripped it off.
Really? From Square Sphincter?
Yes, from Square Sphincter. Ripped it right off. This is the Way is from
And that's
Final
why
Fantasy
there's no
Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics is one of the most poorly translated games that I've ever played. I've played a lot of shittily translated games before.
Yeah, but that makes it more fun sometimes.
It really does. You're correct. It is so much more fun because of that. That's one of my favorite parts about it. But I am curious what this game actually was trying to tell me, because it's a fucked up mess. It really is, if you've ever played it in English. It's one of the most fucked up messes I've ever seen. I really want to know what they were trying to do, so much so that I've played the Japanese version and know what they're trying to do. I'd like to see if they can actually do that here. And I think they're going to do it this time, actually. I think it's actually going to happen. So, this fucking game has been totally redone, and I am stoked beyond reason. I am probably going to play it online, and it is my favorite Final Fantasy. It's my favorite Final Fantasy game for one reason, and that is that the AI in it is so good. And I really enjoy the challenge that it gives me. It's a chess kind of game. It's not a game like a regular Final Fantasy where you like do turn-based fighting with one people on one side and one on the other.
Disgaea or Advance
It's not
Wars.
Disgaea. Disgaea is not even close to as good though. And Disgaea's AI is horse shit. They have the worst AI, and Disgaea's leveling system is so unbalanced. I know that's part of the charm, but it's totally unbalanced. This is perfectly balanced. It's fucking perfectly balanced.
You mean after the 20 iterations of Disgaea, they couldn't figure out the balance?
Wait. Yes. Didn't Tifa say retard in R-Slur? You won't even type it. You won't type retard. I will still say retard. I will.
Jeff Bezos is listening.
I don't care. I'll still say it. It's not a problem. I'm not calling anyone that. As long as I'm not mean, I don't think there's an issue with that word. But I think that retard is the word that Tifa used in Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation. Yeah, retarded. No, it wasn't. I don't know. It was retard, I think, not retarded. But anyway, regardless. Also, guess what? Guess what? Retard is also on. Almost every piece of fucking music that has been written, because that's how you say slow down in music. Because it's fucking Latin for slow. You bitch.
You mean on retard?
This guy are sick.
French? Well, if you say on retard in French, that means you're late.
Exactly. So it's not.
So
it's
in other
not
languages,
French,
you say retard. It
it's
means
slow.
you're
It
late.
means slow. It means slow. It means
Well, it
slow.
doesn't mean slow in French. It means late in
No, it means late
French.
in French, but that's kind of slow, right? You're slow if
It's
you're
a
late.
version of slow,
It's a
yes.
version of slow. Exactly. It all means the same thing. And it means slow here too in the slur form. It does. It means slow. And in fact, I don't think slow is considered a slur yet. Wait for those wokies to turn slow into a slur. It will be a slur. So will the short bus and everything else. They'll just turn everything into a slur. That's how it's going to be. But
Your
what?
face is a slur.
Exactly. My face is going to get banned by the wokies. Watch. It's going to happen. I'm predicting it now. When it happens, we'll all cry. We can
You
take
should
our
put some
tears.
mosaic over your face because it's offending me.
Yeah, I probably will have to in the future. But luckily, right now, we are still free, and you have to be offended by my shit face. So lick my balls. So
I will
another
decline
fucking
your offer, sir.
in scientific news, they have found a new way to fucking shape the human eyeball. Are you aware of LASIK? I don't see you wearing glasses. Do you wear glasses?
No,
Did you ever wear glasses?
no.
Wow, do you have 20/20 vision, or are you living with a little bit
Well,
worse vision?
I mean, I haven't got my vision checked in a long time. I mean, I
Does your
feel like I
driver's
have
license
20/20
say
vision.
does your driver's license say no corrective lenses required or no
I would,
restrictions?
I would assume so.
Okay. So that means you are like qualifiable for the Air Force and you're part of like a 5% of the population or something. Congratulations. Guess what? I
You're
am too
welcome.
now. I also don't need to wear glasses. I don't wear contacts either. But I used to have to wear glasses. My vision got better as I aged. It happens to some people, and it happened to me, so I'm very lucky. But for some people, it's not so lucky, and they get something known as LASIK. Have you heard of this thing? Where they take a razor blade and they cut the top part of your eye, and then they shoot a laser at your cornea to reshape it, and then they put the flap back and then patch your eye and it heals. That's how it works. Have you
And
heard of
then
this
as they're
procedure?
yeah, and then when they're doing the procedure, they say, "Now, Mr. Bond, I will tell you all about my evil plot." And they tell them about how they're going to take over the world by dropping raisins
I
into
heard that
people's
they
mouths.
suck your eye with like a vacuum cleaner so that it cannot move when they do that, and you're just like with your eye in that motherfucking doctor's office, and then they slice that motherfucker with a razor blade, and
Your
it's
eye?
yeah, they fucking suck it with a vacuum cleaner, and it hurts like shit. Yes, like my Kaio did it. Kaio fucking had LASIK. She said it was worse than pregnancy. That's what she said. So it probably is very, very painful. It depends on what degree of LASIK you get. She got the worst kind of LASIK you can get, where you have to like dissolve the entire part of the eye off of the top with acid. It's different than the razor blade one. Uh, but she has 20/20 vision now, so she thinks it was worth it, even though it was more painful than labor. But they've found a new way to shape the fucking eye. That's right. They have found a way to fucking repair the cornea without using lasers or fucking razor blades. It's called electromechanical reshaping, and what it does is it actually alters the pH of the top part of your eye using electricity, and then a mold is placed on top of the eye, and when the electricity changes the pH level of the surface of your eye, that mold pushes on it and it reforms the eye when it's malleable. This all happens in a fraction of a second, by the way. And
Can they do LASIK surgery that makes your eye look like the eye of Sauron for the Lord of the Rings movies?
no, that's a cosmetic surgery. Yes, they do, but not LASIK. That's cosmetic. They do eye tattoos, man. Have you ever heard of those?
I have now.
Yeah, now you've heard of eye tattoos. You can get one of those. Have fun. Those are fucking crazy. But this is, though, they've tested this. They tested this shit on rabbits, of all things, and it fucking works. So coming to a motherfucking medical office near you is going to be this new electrical mechanical reshaping, and it seems safer because according to the scientists, there was no damage to any of the cell. There was no cell death. No cell death occurred during this procedure to these rabbits. So, although it's preliminary, very promising shit, you might want to wait to fucking get LASIK. Right? You heard it here first, bitch. Don't fucking get your LASIK. You shouldn't anyway if you're I'm not going to say that actually, but no one should get LASIK until their eyes are fully developed. And then I mean, that's your fucking choice. But this seems like a very viable fucking alternative. It's too bad that both of us don't even need it, because that's pretty exciting shit. Yeah, gonorrhea, though, unfortunately, is not going to be curable by this. Glaucoma is also not curable by this. What was it that they were trying to cure, though? They were trying to cure something in these rabbits. That was... What was it? Shit. I don't remember. It's not in my notes. But there was a certain condition that the eye had. It wasn't a cataract. It was something else. It might have been glaucoma. I don't know. But this is very promising. Anyway.
I thought rabbits had good eyesight because they eat lots of carrots.
All right. Next. Wait, what? What did you say? Rabbits eat lots of carrots?
I thought rabbits have good eyesight because they eat lots of carrots.
That's probably true. That's why they're experimenting on rabbits. That's true.
Because have you ever seen any of the Looney Tunes cartoons, like when Bugs Bunny's on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's got a carrot. He goes, and then he eats some of it.
Doc? Yeah, I know. Of course, everybody knows that.
That's why he has good
Actually,
eyesight.
Everybody doesn't know that. Did you know that Gen Z don't know what Looney Tunes are? You know how fucked up that is? That's fucked up. But anyway.
No, they're not missing out a whole lot. I know.
No, they're really not. But like,
it's okay.
Apparently...
I mean, for back then they were amazing, but now it's like, okay, whatever. You don't need to consume that content.
The
it's not really
thing about
evergreen.
Consuming that content, it's not woke anymore. I'll tell you what. So, if you're watching some Looney Tunes, you're about to see some.
LeFew?
Oh yeah, that's one of many fucking things that would not fly now. Even though someone might try it anyway, it would just cause a big stir. That's all it would be. A big fucking stir.
Some guy like, I got a new idea for a show. It's this guy that constantly tries to force himself on this female. And that's the theme of every episode.
I actually thought that Pepe Le Pew was the most fucking boring and stupid Looney Tune. And I didn't like it. Because
they were not particularly interesting.
I as a child, you don't even get that whole thing. The idea of romance is stupid if you are the age I was watching Saturday morning cartoons. Like 8 years old kids don't want to fucking... They don't understand that shit. It doesn't even fucking compute. It's not... And it's boring more than anything. It is so boring. Especially for fucking people that don't understand like sexuality and shit. That's how it is. And so, and if you do understand sexuality, that kind of is rapey. No doubt. It really is. But... I never thought it was funny either, actually. I never did. And it wasn't because I was a fucking prude. It was because it was boring as fuck. So, have you ever played Subnautica?
You made me play it.
Did I? Congrats to me. I'm so glad I made you play it. Were you in VR?
Yeah. Can you play it another way?
Yeah, of course. You can play it regular. But yeah, I like to play it in VR. I played the whole Subnautica one. I loved that game. I actually finished it. I played it before it had an ending, and then it had an ending, and I finished it. Very good game. One of the only VR games I have finished. Subnautica 2 is right on the way, and there is a lawsuit. Yep. A legal battle between Subnautica 2's publisher, which is called Krafton, and the developer of Subnautica 2, which is Unknown Worlds, and the Subnautica's former leadership team. So there's like a whole big mess in court. The 3 people who were ousted.
You made Thunder play it as well in VR.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. Good. Yeah,
You just make everyone you know play Subnautica in VR.
it's one of the better games you can play in VR. So yeah, I make people play it. I don't anymore. I don't even know where my fucking Vive is, but it's been a while. But
You lost it?
no, I mean I didn't. Yeah, I lost it, but it's in the house. It's somewhere in here. It's just in some fucking closet or something.
Probably the raccoon's using it.
I'll bet he is. It wasn't this house, but I'll bet it is. And I'll bet there's some kind of rat in the closet doing that, gooning with my old VR headset.
Oh, so what is he downloading to get content on if it's something a raccoon would want to see?
Oh, it's all on there already.
Oh,
It's
you
just
already
le-
you
it's,
already downloaded
It's
that
left
kind of
over,
content.
man. What are you fucking talking about?
Now
But-
I know what kind of stuff you download. Okay.
you
Stuff that a raccoon would find.
you didn't know. Like I'm afraid you'd have lost a bet, man. That's all there is to it. But I guarantee. Yeah, whatever. The point is though about this motherfucking
Too bad.
Subnautica
I'm
2.
not gonna get a guarantee. I was so close to getting a guarantee from you.
Yeah, I can't guarantee it. That's why. I can't because there's not enough fucking gooning VR.
You're gonna
people.
like the way you look. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
So anyway, the three ousted leaders from the unknown worlds, which is the developer, sued Krafton, the publisher, accusing them of delaying the early access release to 2026, which is when it is. It's going to be 2026. And the allegation is that that delay was a tactic to avoid paying the team a bonus that they were owed for delivering it on time. And according to them, the criteria are met, and yet the publishers are unwilling to pay the bonus and are saying, well, we're just going to release it late. And the developers, Unknown Worlds, countersued these three ousted leaders against them because they were kicked out of the company after suing on behalf of them. And now the developers are suing the three former leaders. And their suit is based on the fact that the former leaders downloaded and retained 170,000 confidential company files before they left. And that those files contained intellectual property, business records, and other sensitive information. And this is why I'm not going to be working with other people or a company, my game, because this is what happens.
Because nobody would want to work for you.
No, because everyone would steal my files.
Oh, okay. I got it
Also, yeah,
wrong,
you're right.
sorry.
No one would want to work for me either because my pay would be dick.
Literally.
They would not get dick. Actually,
That's all you're gonna give them.
No, they wouldn't get dick. They'd want it, and they wouldn't.
As you
get it.
explain to them what gooning is.
Oh, I'd
That's what you give-
definitely do that. They can listen to me rant, but they don't get dick. So, a new tweet is out. This is really the very best, I think, of all the stories out here. The Subnautica. Well, before I say that, though, I want your comment on this situation other than your little question to me. You've played this game. Who do you think, who are you siding with here? Like,
Well, it sounds like there's two different meaning two different offenses,
two
supposed
lawsuits,
offenses.
yep.
So one is about delaying the game, but how is
They took those files to prove their lawsuit. So those files are being submitted in evidence for their court case. So like it's not gonna like they're not gonna nobody's gonna be like, did you steal the files? Yeah, they fucking did. But the reason they did was because of illegal activity. This is gonna be an interesting case. I don't know where it's gonna fall. If you asked me, I'm gonna ask you first, but I'll give you my answer afterwards.
One of the
Who do you
things
think is gonna
interesting-
win here?
I want to go back to this, which is how big could the bonus have possibly been that it disrupts the entire
Oh, I told you how much
economy
the bonus
of this-
was. The bonus was $250 million.
that goes to who? How many
The
people?
entire company. It went to the developer company. And what happened is these
Wait, so
people
this
were
is
the
the
top.
publisher?
This was like
Hold
the
on, I'm
CEO of
confused.
no. There's a publisher and there's a developer. The developer company had 3 leaders in it, like CEO, RFA, things like that. The not RFA, CEO, CFO, these things, right? These 3 leaders,
CTO.
right? These 3 leaders went into this agreement with the publishing company, and the publishing company said, "Hey, if you meet these deadlines, you get these bonuses." And they
But
met the
what's the
deadlines,
pretense?
and then
What's the
they
pretense?
didn't no what the publishers didn't pay the bonus. They said, "We're going to delay this, and because we're delaying it, we don't have to pay you this $250 million." And
And what? So they just thought that they would be
so those
okay with
3
that.
people were like, "We're going to sue the shit out of you," and then they got fired for doing that.
But
And
why
they
is that
took all
surprising? I guess I don't. The people. Okay, I'm just saying for the people doing this, saying, "Hey, basically, we're gonna bend you over the desk and we're gonna fuck you." All right, so that's what we're doing, and you should just go along with it. And they're like, "Why would we do that?" Like, I don't know,
exactly. No.
because we're assholes.
Yep.
Like, but yeah, but we'll just sue you. Like, yeah, but we'd rather blow up the company than pay you the money that we said we would. So that's what we're gonna do, and nobody's gonna get any money now.
Yep, that's it. Who do you think is going to win the cases, though? Who do you think is going to be the legal winner here?
Comes down to who. My question is this: who's when it comes to the plaintiff or the people who are suing, right?
Oh no,
They
there's 2
have to.
suits. There's 2 suits. They're opposite. There's 2 suits. Which one are you talking about?
Let's start from the genesis, which is we're
Okay, the
delaying the
first
game. So
lawsuit
they're
with
not
delaying
even
game.
they're
Yep.
not even challenging. Well, I don't understand why steal the code if they're not even challenging that the game was ready or not. Because what you just said, it seemed like they weren't even
They're not
bothering.
challenging that. They're doing a countersuit instead because the method they used to prove their allegations was illegal. That's what they're
Well,
saying.
what I would say is this: the agreement, you'd have to look at the writing. If they put something in the wording that said that they could do this, then the other team is fucked. But I don't know the wording
I
of how
think
the agreement
I
is.
think you're exactly right. And if you're gonna have me guess who's gonna come out on the top, I think it's gonna be the publisher. I think they fucked them with a bad contract.
If they put them, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They put in an
They
exit
put in something
clause.
like if this is released at this time, not if you finish the work. And I think there's some bullshit like that in there, and they're doing this,
Yeah, so they
and
should have
they're
caught
saying they're
that when they
acting in
signed the
bad
contract.
faith and all this stuff, but I think that the contract's going to bind and that they're going to be fucked, and then I think they're going to lose their countersuit too. That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's really shitty, and I think it's an injustice, but I think that's what's going to happen. Sucks. Because I like Subnautica, but also I don't like it when fucking developers and creative people farm out sequels to unrelated publishing companies and unrelated developing houses. I hate that practice. Like all the passion of game making that these guys had just went out the window. They just chucked it over to some other motherfuckers like, go make a sequel for us. Like,
What about Gearbox?
they got bought out. They suck balls too. Like Gearbox, I already told you what I thought about them.
They
Randy,
made the PC version of Halo. It was pretty good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they did. They ported Halo, and
Yeah, but they added stuff to it, like great levels and stuff.
yeah, so you liked him
Additional
for that reason.
features.
I'm glad you finally fucking said
Well,
what I wanted you to say at the beginning of this article when I told you about Randy. You were like, I don't know, and then I told you he did stuff with Halo. Now you finally remember what he did. So good. You
yeah,
know
but
about.
you didn't say he did Gearbox. You never said that.
He's the fucking CEO of Gearbox. I thought you knew. I
You
thought
never
you knew
said
Gearbox made
you
Borderlands.
never said he
I
is
guess
the
I
guy at
didn't.
Gearbox.
I'm an idiot. Okay, the motherfucker's the CEO of Gearbox. I thought everybody knew
Okay,
that.
you never said that. You did not say that before.
No, okay. He's the CEO of Gearbox, and he came to our school a bunch of times, and he's kind of an asshole, but he's very pompous. But he may have changed. It's been 20 years. I don't fucking know, but he's Randy, and his fucking Halo shit. I don't even know what this relates to. What we were just talking about anymore. I fucking forgot.
Because you were
It's
talking
the
about
lawsuit, right?
I don't like when companies farm out sequels to unrelated developers. And I
Oh, is
mentioned
that what
Gearbox.
Gearbox did? I think they didn't. I think that actually what happened was they just ported a game for
But then they did a sequel.
Microsoft.
That was their introduction into the Halo franchise. Then they did a full-on Halo game. I don't remember which one is 3 or 4 or whatever.
I don't remember either. I think they did do that. I actually didn't play the one they did. So that's interesting.
Well, I'm just saying they moved on to do other.
The port I played, but
the port was great.
The port was great.
I think then
that's why he's famous. That's why he had the chance to make Borderlands. 'Cause that port was fucking awesome. But again, this and that. I still think these lawsuits are gonna fall on to the fucking evil people. The evil people are gonna win this lawsuit. That's what's gonna happen. The people who are stealing and cheating are the ones that are gonna win here. And that is such a shitty move to do that. And I'll be following this lawsuit for sure. $250 million is a lot of money. It is a fuck ton of money. Speaking of money, the PlayStation 5, the fucking PS5, right here, shown. The PlayStation 5 is being fucking raised in price. Did you hear about this? The price is now $750 for the PS5 Pro, and the PS5 Digital Edition is now $500.
What, in America?
Correct.
Good thing I already got a Pro.
Yeah, that price has been jacked up. And the interesting thing about this is that Gavin Newsom, do you know this guy? You ever heard of this guy?
The governor of California.
Yeah, the governor of California tweeted about this. Did you see
it's
this?
$700. I'm on Walmart right now. It's $700 for the PS5 Pro, which is what it was before.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, they announced this. It's going to affect August 21st. That's 3 days ago.
Oh,
no, it's August 21st is what it says that the new pricing is going to affect. Whether they got their site updated or not.
It was August 24th.
Look, I am reporting about Governor Newsom's tweet, and I'm reporting about what Sony is saying. That's what they said. Sony says that they're releasing new pricing on August 21st. Whether or not a retailer changes the price is not the fucking thing. It's Sony. It's not the retailer.
What are you talking about? It's an MSRP.
21st. All right, MSRP. What are you talking about? MSRP. They don't have to change the price. They could take a loss. It's their right if they want to. They bought these ones. They're selling at a lower price.
I don't think that's true that ever happens.
Well, okay, then explain it to me.
You're living in a fairy world.
Just shut up and explain to me how Sony announced this, how the fucking the governor of California tweeted about it, and yet still it's not there, and yet you think that's not possible.
I'm on Amazon. It's $700. That's how much I bought it for. That's how much it was. So
Amazon is sold by third-party people. They don't read the news. Are you dumb? They're taking a loss.
There's not one fucking place where you could buy it for the price you're talking about, so I don't know what to fucking say other than that. You're making no sense.
So you think that Sony and that Gavin Newsom are lying about this?
No, I think it's wrong that it's selling for more than $700. That's what I'm saying. Because I see it on all the major retailers for $700. I just looked at Walmart, Amazon. I can go to Target.
According to Sony, the new pricing is in effect August 21st. Whether these retailers are putting it in effect at that time or not, I don't know. That's not what I'm reporting. What Sony says, that's what they say. Governor Newsom, which you haven't let me say a damn thing about yet because you fucking keep interrupting me.
Target, it's also $700, just like it is the other places.
So do you think Gavin Newsom made the price get reversed? Do you think that tweet fucking did that?
I'm just saying there's something about the story that you're getting wrong.
I'm not getting it wrong.
There's nowhere you could buy it for that price. Like, I'm going to go to Sony.com. How about that? Sony Direct. I'm going to go to SonyDirect.com and see what it costs there. Buy, pre-order consoles. I'm going to put in the PS5 Pro, available now. Okay, yeah, on their website, it is $750.
Thank God, because I'm not fucking lying. These other people are lazy, and they just didn't change their price yet. They will. They're going to follow suit. So anyway, fucking Newsom posted a tweet blaming Donald Trump for this. Commenting, great work at Real Donald Trump, and posted this picture of the PlayStation 5 and the price hike. So I'm wondering, right now what fucking Trump thinks about this. So I am going to take the rare occasion and call him
Well,
because
if you guys want to get PS5 Pro, you better buy it now from Amazon, Walmart, or Target. If you're thinking of doing it, you better do it freaking now.
he's not answering. Piece of shit. He must be fucking on his golden toilet. Hello? Mr.
Hello,
President.
it's me, Donald J. Trump. What are you doing calling me this late? Don't you know I'm getting ready to tweet about Fox and Friends, my favorite
I
people.
thought for sure you were watching Fox. That's why I knew I could call. This is generally when you're doing
it's a little late, actually. It's 1 a.m. You know, I live on the East Coast.
All right. Well, East Coast 1 a.m. That's where I live in the East Coast too. Well, I mean, in the ocean somewhere. I don't know where this fucking studio is anymore. That's a fucking mystery to me. Have you seen these tweets from your arch nemesis, News? Have you seen it?
News? Never heard of news.
Newsom, like the way Seinfeld would say Newman. But
Gavin Newsom, he's
Newsom.
a loser. He's driven California into the ground. He's basically driven all the businesses and people who are productive into other areas like Georgia or Texas, all these other great states that I love very, very much. But California's beautiful. They got great beaches. They had a great industry, and they've just driven them up. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom's a loser.
He is. There is no doubt about the loser aspect of this. What do you think about him blaming you for the price hike of the PlayStation 5, where Sony specifically stated that tariffs were the reason for this significant price increase and could lead to another one?
You know, this is very concerning to me. I'm going to log on right now onto Amazon.com. I'm going to see firsthand this price increase. I'm very upset. I'm just the first I'm hearing about it. PS5 Pro. Oh, it turns out it hasn't gone up.
Oh, is it fake?
Amazon.
Are you saying it's fake news,
It's
sir?
fake news. It's Gavin. I'm not surprised. He probably heard it from CNN. It's not actually happening. I'm on here right now. Let me go to Target.
So I bet you it's actually going to be a price drop, huh? You can expect them to go on sale from these great tariffs.
Well, I don't know about that. It's going to take a little bit of time for my amazing plan to come into full effect. We're going to drop the interest rate because I'm going to fire that loser over the Federal Reserve. Did you know I could fire the Federal Reserve chair even though he's not a federal employee?
It's amazing that you have that much power. I thought you could also... Can't you fire, like... What was it you did? You did something. Like, you accused some lady of...
I do more than something. I do a lot of things.
You ended up accusing some lady of accepting some dinner gift or some shit. I forgot what it was that actually happened. And now it was undeclared gift or some shit like that.
You're talking about Beyonce?
No, I'm talking about the, like, boss of Powell's boss. Or something. Some committee. I think you're... I don't know. I thought you were packing up the Federal Reserve so you could
You're
fire
going to have
him.
to tell me. I will tell you I would...
Don't you have to have a bunch of loyalists to fire that guy?
What do you mean? I could do whatever I want. Just why would I need loyalists?
You don't need loyalists. Okay, I'm wrong. I thought you would need loyalists to fire the non-federal employee.
Federal loyalists? Like to the British Crown?
No, loyalists to you, of course. Like me, I'm a loyalist. I'm loyal to you. Like that.
Why? I guess I don't understand. A loyalist that I need to fire him.
Yeah, you need a bunch of them. There's a committee that can fire Chairman Powell, right? There's a committee. They have to vote.
True.
And so if you pack that committee full of Trump supporters, they'll fire him. Oh, you can thank me for that. I am brilliant. Yes, it was my strategy, not yours, clearly. Do that. That's what you need to do. Pack that motherfucking committee full
I just know
of
he had a building and it was costing too much.
The first person you should appoint is me. Get some minority out of there and put me in there instead.
Why specifically a minority?
Because they don't support you.
I think just because someone's black doesn't mean I should remove them from their position.
Oh, I didn't say black. I
I
said
think that's
minority.
very, very disconcerting that you would even suggest such a thing.
Well, I mean, who else are
You
you
said
going to remove?
I should be getting rid of the minorities, is what you said.
No, a minority.
No, okay, only one, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
if that tips the balance,
As
sure.
long as you only get rid of one minority,
Well, why?
it's
What?
fine.
Well, okay. Let me tell you this. What would happen if you decided to get rid of a non-minority in this case? Would that help you?
It'd be better. Some old white guy. We got too many of those, right?
We got too many old white guys. That's what you're saying to me right
That's
now,
what I'm saying. We need to get
President
rid of
Trump. We got to
one.
get rid of all the
Just
old.
one.
I can think of one.
What's his name?
Donald.
Are you talking? You're gonna say Donald Trump? Is that what you're
No,
gonna do?
no.
Am I supposed to be so dumb that I ask what's his last name?
Donald
As if-
Duck, obviously. But what I'm saying, sir, is that you're an old white man.
Yeah, but I don't work for the Federal Reserve.
No, that's why you've got a packet full of loyalists. I'm trying to help you.
I don't know how
you
I
don't- if
how
you
do I
don't
get
do that-
loyalists? Do I build them like in like Age of Empires?
Find a bunch of
You collect a bunch of grain and wood chips, and then you press the make loyalist button, and then you have to wait 60 seconds, and it pops out of the building, and then I click on him. He says, "What do you want me to do?"
No,
and
what
I,
you do
I
is you
direct them over to the
All you have
Federal
to do-
Reserve building. But first, I have to build the Federal Reserve.
All you have
but I
to
have
do-
to be at the third age to be able to build the Federal Reserve.
all you have to do is find grounds to fire the people who are in that committee for any reason. Specifically legal reasons would be the best. Put them in jail or whatever. As soon as that committee
I'm gonna check the Roblox history.
Yeah, check if they have Roblox installed in their machine. I'll bet at
I
least
will.
2 of them do. If they do, fucking gut them, replace them with loyalists, unless those Roblox players happen to be Republicans. In which case, then you just gotta.
Then they're beautiful.
They're beautiful. They're playing the game. The best players, obviously, out there.
So that's it. So I'm gonna fire him. Is there anything else you need me to do? Is that gonna solve your PlayStation problem?
No, what you're saying though is that it's fake news. So obviously
It is.
That solves
Go
my
on to
problem.
Amazon. Go on to Walmart. Go on to Target.com. It's the same price.
All right. Well, I guess that
It's fake news.
Oh, so what do you have to say to Newsom about that? About the fact that he
I'd
cooked
say
this
he's a
story up
liar.
against you? He's a liar.
And guess what? His state's literally on fire, and he can't do anything about
Is he
it.
capping, as the kids say?
I don't know what that like. He has a
He's capping.
he
Cap.
uses caps lock on his keyboard.
No, he's. I don't know. He's popping caps. That's what capping is. Obviously, it's not anything else. He's. Capping.
You know, you only have to press the caps lock one time, and then every letter you type on your keyboard will be capitalized.
Yeah, it's amazing. Do you know they had that even before computers?
You know, sometimes
typewriters had that shit.
Sometimes I don't know that I have the caps lock on, and I mess up my password over and over. It's terrible.
It's got to be the worst.
And then when
Those
I'm on
White House
Twitter,
peppers.
did you know when I use Twitter, sometimes I send a tweet and it's all in caps. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's your caps lock, man. That's what happens.
I tried turning it off, but it won't turn off.
You think Elon actually is responsible for your computer issues? You think he got in there, fucked with your shit?
And he glued down my caps lock.
He glued it down, made sure that you weren't going to be doing anything on Truth Social without having all those caps on. And same with his X platform. He probably made it so that your account automatically went to caps, even if you typed it in and it looked regular.
I mean, it's kind of everyone is wondering, why is Donald Trump using all caps every time on his tweets? I'm like, I can't help it. The caps lock's stuck.
They gotta fucking get you a new computer, man. How much is there like fucking process for getting a new computer at the White House? How long does that take?
Well, you have to. Also, the keyboard that I use that has the caps lock stuck, it's got the W pulled off of it. Did you know that? The keyboard I use, the W was pulled off of it. I heard it happen a long time ago.
Yeah, is it because of George, or was it because he signed
George
his name
W.
too many
Bush.
times? Yeah, that's probably what it was. He just kept doing W.
Have you heard about that? on the day
he
that
was gooning the W key. Yeah.
no, on his first day in office, they came in and the keyboards all had the W's removed. That's a real story.
What that
That's not
happened?
fake news.
It was a
Yeah, look it
joke.
up.
Oh
Yeah, look
shit.
it up.
Oh shit. Damn.
Look it up.
That's a
George,
funny. That's a
look up
funny
George
joke.
Bush W removed from keyboard. I promise you, it comes up on Google.
Crazy.
Well, other than that amazing W story, that's all I've got. So I
All
gotta
right,
get
Mr.
back to bed
President. Thank you
so
for
I can talk to
your
the
time.
Fox and Friends people who are amazing people. I love the Fox and Friends. I would say maybe they are my friends. I I caress the screen when they're on there.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time, Mr. President. Thanks for calling in or
All right, I gotta
answering the
go.
call
Bye.
in this case. All right, bye. All right, just got off the phone with the president. It turns out it was fake news. You were right. I
I knew
apologize.
it.
Normally I thought because we found it on the Sony website like that there was some truth to this, but obviously Newsom is just capping. That's what Trump said anyway.
Well, I think most people are buying it from Target, right? Amazon, Walmart. They got to get their inventory out, I guess.
I wouldn't do that. I would just raise the price. I mean, I guess like the first one to raise the price though, right? They're not going to buy them there. So are they just going to take the loss?
Well,
I don't
that's
know
so
what
weird that like why would anyone buy it from the
PlayStation.
Sony
Yeah, no one would do that
website?
now. No one would do that now. And if you want a PlayStation, by the way, now is the motherfucking time to do it because it may be fake news today, but it won't be fake news all the motherfucking time. So if you need a PlayStation 5 Pro, you better buy that fucking thing because otherwise you're gonna have to pay $50 extra. And I'm afraid inflation is not rising at that much of a rate, or maybe it is. Fuck. But buy your motherfucking Pro if you haven't got it and you want it. That's the message there.
So I heard that they're gonna partner with, or Sony has partnered with AMD, and they're gonna have like a AI upscaler that's equivalent to what the PC can do in like 2026 or 7 or whatever.
Nice. Yeah, they're catching up.
Because
Good.
right now they have like a crappy version of what AI upscaling can do on the PS5 Pro. Remember, it looked terrible in certain games, and they had to patch it and make it look
Yep.
at least
There was some
presentable.
issues. Yeah, with a few backwards comparable games.
But supposedly they're trying to bridge the gap between their version of AI upscaling for the PS5 and what the PC is capable of, so that they could have way better looking like graphics and ray tracing and stuff. I assume AI upscaling has something to do with ray tracing, but I don't know exactly. Does it? Or is that its own thing?
Ray tracing is not AI usually, but nowadays though it's anybody's guess. AI takes a lot of power to use. It's not cheap from a processing perspective at all.
It's another process that you have to have running. So
it's very RAM intensive. It uses a bunch of CUDA cores, and it also uses CPU. It uses all three of those things, and it even if you're using a really little model and doing that kind of stuff, if you have a very expertly trained model that's only trying to figure out lighting equations and things and doing dynamic lighting or whatever, that's still going to cost more than just doing it the old way, for sure. There's no way it's going to be more cost effective for memory and CPU and CUDA. So
Anti-Rust Drops is saying, have you seen Gavin Newsom using a Trump-like strategy in his new social media posts, basically trolling and acting like Trump?
yeah, I have been seeing that. How about you?
I heard that he isn't the one doing it though. It's just whoever they pay to do his social media.
Yeah, they just picked a savvy guy
He just said, yeah, do that stuff. And then he's
act
not
like
doing
Trump.
any of them.
Do you think
It's
he's
like
going
it's
to
not
actually
actually him.
redistrict California so that they get 5 seats? Do you think they're going to be able to gerrymander it? Or do you think that's going to fall through? Texas is already doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about these stories and the Texas lawmakers like walking out during, but I don't
That
know a lot of
happened,
the
yeah.
details.
Well, that's because we didn't
I don't
cover it
know,
because
like, if
it's
this
not
is out of
funny.
the
It's boring
ordinary
as
on the
hell. But
redistricting. Like, what's different about this redistricting than other ones? I don't even know.
nothing. The redistricting is always a political move. It always is done to gain or seats for the party that's in control of the redistricting. Gerrymandering's been happening since before
So
Clinton.
what's different
It's
about this one?
nothing. I mean, well, the way they're fighting about it's different. The extreme level that they're going to try to resist it is different.
I mean, basically, the idea is to try to change the district so that, like, if you're already winning by 80% in this district, take some of those people and
Yep,
put it
and
in a
put them in the
different
other one.
district.
Yep, that's how gerrymandering works. I get it. I totally get it. The the interesting part is that they're they're going to the extreme lengths of leaving the Senate and all of that, and leaving the House, and going out of state where they can't be arrested for it because it's illegal. Like we don't normally see these extreme lengths being taken when gerrymandering occurs. So this is an extra spicy one. And I don't see any protests in California, but I also don't see any action either. I don't know if it's that social media guy you're talking about saying that they're going to redistrict California, or if he's serious about that. I couldn't tell you because I don't pay attention to Newsom. Our last story tonight, if you have nothing else to say about Newsom, is about Cracker Barrel. You ever eaten at this place?
I have.
This is the talk of the Discord. Discord went off the last couple days bitching about this. Do you like Cracker Barrel, or did you like Cracker Barrel?
Well, I loved them until they did the sign change. Now I can't stand them.
Oh,
now I spit out any of the grits that I eat when I go there because of the way the new sign looks.
Do they sell grits still?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good news.
But I spit it out when I see the sign, the way it looks.
Oh, you just can't
handle
it.
And then I demand a refund because the new sign made me spit out my grits. I spit it out into the server's face, too.
Did they give you your refund?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Well done.
They said,
way to
you're
stick
right,
it to
sir.
the man. But anyway, there's a lot. I have a lot of pictures of what these.
Well, what happened is I left some of the grits still in my mouth and ate it.
Oh, that's
they just didn't know.
You took it from them. Yep, you ended up ahead.
I did like scoop the entire bowl into my mouth and then like spew an entire mouthful, cheeks like of the grits into their face, but then I kept a little bit of it. So I could still eat some of it.
You could still like come out on top, right? You don't want to go in to a transaction like that and come out even. You don't want it to be fair. You got to come out on top when they refund you. So you got to keep a little of the juice, a little of the grits. This does look like shit. This paint looks like shit. The white paint is the shittiest thing I've ever seen. But let's take a look at some pictures of the inside of these Cracker Barrels. Here's one. They painted that shit white. It's all painted white. The tile, it looks like an office building. It's so fucking bright in there. Like, I would wear sunglasses up in that bitch. Like, look at this motherfucking... Look how fucking bright this is. I don't want to fucking see my food that well. What the fuck? Like, fucking dim that shit down. But that's how I feel about it. I think this is ass. Like, look at the difference. This looks badass. This looks fucking like a cafeteria for a fucking school. So, like, why the fuck would you change something that looked better before? And obviously, this is what happened. So, after these 20 remodels, 20 out of 600 are done. There are 580 left. Do the math. If the reaction at the stock market was to go down by about 10%, which is what happened after this happened, if that's happening now, and only 20 out of 600 have been actually changed, if they continue to go on, where do you think the motherfucking line here is going to go? I think this thing is going to wind up fucking tanking. So I'm going to put 2K.
How many of them have actually been? How many of them actually been?
I'm shorting Cracker Barrel, which it's CBRL if you care what the ticker is. I'm shorting $2,000 on this, and I don't believe they're going to turn around. If I
straight short or options?
Straight short. It's a straight short of two. It's basically it's like 38 shares of this stock. that I shorted. And unfortunately, I did it very recently. But it is there. We'll see what happens to the stock. If I hear one iota of a word about them uh, stopping this effort or the CEO being ousted or anything, I'm going to cut my losses as quick as I can and get out. I'll probably lose 10 or 20%. If that happens, I'll wind up with $1,600 left. But I don't have faith in humanity at all. I also think it would be worth losing $500 to get my Cracker Barrel back because I like it that much. So what I do think is going to happen is they're going to fucking pound this into the ground, and no one's going to want to go there anymore because it's too fucking bright, and it's going to wind up getting to be around like $35 a share, and then I'm going to sell it or buy it. Actually, I'm going to buy it back because you have to.
You're going to execute.
I mean,
well,
I'm
that's an
going
option.
to, no, I'm going to cover it. You cover a short. That's what you do. So I'll cover the short by repaying the loan, because right now I owe someone 20 shares of not Apple, of a Cracker Barrel stock. No, not 20 shares. Fucking 40 shares, or 38 shares, or whatever it was. It was 38. So I owe them that. And oh yeah, the Cracker Barrel talk is well, it's not political. This is just a new CEO going in there and whitewashing their restaurant. I will go back. I'm sorry you missed out.
Well, they're
Let's show
saying
the lobby.
political
They've turned it
because-
into this. This is what it looks like. It looks like a Chuck E. Cheese. It's stupid. Oh, let me get a bigger display so you can really see how ugly some of this is. Like, look at this. It's so goddamn bright. And then there's the side-by-side. And here's the fucking logo with the whitewashed ass fucking thing. And it looks like shit. It looks like total shit. So, again, the real story here is that I fucking shorted this stock. That's the story. Because
when did you
I don't
buy the
have,
short position?
I have no... What?
When did you buy it?
Yesterday.
What time?
I don't know. It was sometime yesterday.
Well, obviously, it looks like later in the day would have been better.
It was probably after hours. It's usually when I end up having time. So,
Well, then you're okay then, because you could see obviously it went up.
yeah.
Oh wait, that's
did
the
not.
21st.
No, it did
Oh,
not.
your chart.
No, my
doesn't
chart
show
is
this.
from today. My chart's from today. But it's Friday. It closed.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay,
closed
okay.
on Friday, and this doesn't show the aftermarket. So I could look at the aftermarket. I didn't. I just picked this because I want to do it. I'll let you guys know how much money I make. But it's shorted. And I hope I make money because I need some money. But also, if I lose money, I get my restaurant back, which would be nice. So either way works. The worst thing that could happen is that everyone thinks that they should have to wear sunglasses in the Cracker Barrel, and they love it, and they think that this is absolutely the way it should look, and that it's great, and that the new sign's great, and that the crappy menu items changes is great. Then I will lose money, and this stays like this. If that happens, then it's a slap in the face. But I have a pretty good history of not making bad calls. So, also, I would not bet the farm on this. This is a risky short because they could change their mind. Because this is getting a lot of backlash. They could change their mind very quickly, and I could lose money. But I don't think they're going to turn around for a bit. Because corporate people don't admit that they're wrong ever. Yes, flashbang interior design is exactly what this is, and I hate it. They did that in the office I used to work in, and it's so bright in that motherfucking office. I did wear sunglasses because I got moved into the brightest office in the building, and I really hated it. So I wore sunglasses every day that I went in there, and I don't have to go in there anymore. But it was shitty, and it's super bright. Way too many neon lights, or fluorescent lights, I mean. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, if you ask me. I hate fucking over bright spaces. I do like going outside, though, because the sun does not make me feel the way that this does. Even though natural light is a blight on my skin and makes it turn into a crispy red, it's still better than this. Do you think they're going to be successful? Are you going to join me in the short? You want to short it too?
I can't short stocks.
I mean, I remember one time you gave me some money and I shorted stocks for you, and then I returned you more money. So we could do something like that. I'd have to buy on Monday though, but I
No,
buy. I would have to
I don't
borrow
have
on
any.
Monday. Okay, you don't have money. That's fine.
No, I don't have any money
Or
for
you
that.
also don't want to take a risky bet. I understand. Like you have to be
Well,
a certain
both
point.
of them work as a reason, but no, I don't have any cash.
I have not done a stock play like this in a long time. I've been buying silver and gold. That's what I've mostly been doing. But I just felt so passionate about this that I needed to do it. So I put the order in immediately. And it's good. It's gonna be I'm gonna make money. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna make quite a bit of money.
Well, good luck.
Yes, it's the best thing you can get because this is shit. I love my fucking grandpa's country fried breakfast with fucking hash brown casserole and fucking grits, and I want fucking what is that shit? A country fried steak on that bitch. That's not a fucking chicken fried chicken. It's chicken fried steak or whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know what they call it anymore. And fucking side of country ham and those biscuits. I'd fucking put the gravy in the biscuit with that country ham in there, and I fucking eat them like sandwiches. And then I ask them for more biscuits, because that's what they need to do. They need to give me more motherfucking biscuits. And I eat that shit too, and all the country ham's gone. And I eat the biscuits first. Then I eat that motherfucking country ham, or not country ham, that fucking country fried steak and that hash brown casserole. That shit is so goddamn good, and you get eggs too. I get that shit over medium, bitch. I do not fuck around. But I do not want to be blinded by the reflection in my eggs. So I'm not going. I haven't gone to a Cracker Barrel since I did the road trip to see my parents in Minnesota. Because I will go to a restaurant in a road trip. I don't go to restaurants anymore because I spent so much money on that kitchen of mine. I just can't justify eating at restaurants. But the road trips, you don't have a choice. You got to eat somewhere. So Cracker Barrel's my destination of choice. But like the whole idea of going into a nice relaxing place when you're on the highway is to not fucking have your eyes be shot out by a bunch of fucking light that makes you exhausted. You've already been driving, God, probably headlights in your fucking eyes the whole motherfucking time, or the fucking daylight in your eyes the whole time. You want to get out of that shit. And I do anyway. They're fucking dumb. They're fucking dumb. I'm glad you love to be Southern
Sure.
Thunder. I don't care about being Southern, but I'm glad that at least I know how to make all the good food that comes from the South. I can go anywhere and make that shit. I made country fried steak in Japan. That shit's good as hell. You can make it with something called tonkatsu. Tonkatsu is essentially country fried steak, but you don't have any gravy with it. And you can make your own tonkatsu, which tastes exactly like country fried steak, if you get the pork that they mash with the hammer. They mash the shit out of it for you, and it's there. It's pre-mashed. You can buy it at the grocery store in Japan. So I make my own country fried steak and my own sawmill gravy, and it's good as hell. You just get some pepper and some sausage and some flour and some fucking oil and some water, and you've got sawmill gravy. It's so damn good. Fuck yeah, I can make my own gravy. When we do put it in your mouth, I'll fucking show you what Southern food's all about. We gotta do that. But anyway, the time will come oh so soon. My motherfucking time will be granted back to my ass. That's gonna happen. The next time you see me, I am not going to be working the 9 to 5 anymore. So hopefully.
What if they run into you on the street and they see
then,
you?
yeah, then I will be working the 9 to 5. The next time you see me, I will be working the 9 to 5. I've got 3 days left, but the rest of them won't. And then you're going to be seeing me all the motherfucking time, whether you like it or not, unless you decide to unsubscribe to the frequency of my fucking existence, or unfollow, or whatever the fuck it is that this is. Yeah, sawmill gravy's the shit, dude. But anyway, it is time to be fucking done with dumpster talk, you motherfucking bitches. That's
There's
the
a
end
raid
of the show.
target. There's a raid target
Give me that raid target.
in the
Thank
chat.
you for it. You were ready for that. On point.
Found this guy has my monitor that I have. That he's just puts the image of the game or whatever for his background stuff. And it's Resident Evil remake for GameCube.
All right, you're gonna hear some whiny bitch. It's about to happen. Because every time I pull up Twitch, some whiny bitch comes up. Oh my god, you have no idea. That is... all right, we're gonna look at it. Here we go. This is what I got. Front page. We're gonna just... It's a bitch on her phone. I was wrong. She's not a whiny bitch. It's a bitch on her phone. All right.
Who's that?
It's a bitch on her phone. That's what I get. When you log into Twitch, you get forced to listen to some sound. She's doing Jackbox, obviously. That's what she's doing. But you've got to fucking... you got to be accosted with whoever the algorithm gives you before you go anywhere. And that's what that was. So I thought it would be a whiny bitch because it almost always is a whiny bitch. But in this case, it was a bitch on her phone. But let's get the fucking stream. Where's this? It's happening. The raid has been created. And in 10 seconds, I will send you to Vitamin Chi. You bitches. Thanks for fucking sticking with the motherfucking program. That was a fucking fun one. You guys were out there the whole time. Fucking licking it. So, peace to all you motherfuckers, and I hope you enjoy the raid.
Is it happening?
Yeah, of course. It is. And I'm actually clicking end stream, which is extremely important.